Tonight, we embark on a gentle, reflective journey, an exploration not of the bustling corners of the cosmos, but of its most profound and often misunderstood feature, the emptiness that stretches between everything. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is for you. Now, let us begin our quiet voyage into the vast, silent depths of space, a journey that might just alter your perception of the void forever. The universe, in its immense, breathtaking scale, is overwhelmingly empty. It is a concept so vast, so truly boundless, that the human mind, accustomed to the tangible and the immediate, struggles to truly grasp its immensity. Imagine, if you will, billions upon billions of light years, those incredible measurements of distance, filled with nothing but pure, unadulterated silence. This is the canvas of our existence, stretching outward in every conceivable direction, an endless, deep black. Initially, when confronted with this stark reality, the sheer thought of such an expanse can feel, to many, quite terrifying. The image arises of ourselves, tiny, fragile beings, floating adrift within an infinite ocean of impenetrable darkness. We envision ourselves separated from the nearest glimmer of a star by distances so astronomically immense that our entire blue planet, with all its mountains and oceans, its teeming life and bustling cities, shrinks into something less than a single, microscopic grain of dust. This perspective can evoke a profound sense of loneliness, a chilling isolation in the face of such cold, endless space. But tonight, as you begin to settle into your chosen space, allowing the gentle pull of gravity to relax your body, I want to share a perspective that diverges significantly from this initial apprehension. It is a viewpoint that, I hope, will subtly reshape how you perceive that profound emptiness, transforming it from a source of fear into something entirely different. Because the truth, a truth whispered by the very fabric of the cosmos, is that this vast silence is not, in fact, something to be feared at all. Quite the contrary. It is, perhaps, our greatest gift, our softest, most encompassing blanket, our most perfect and unwavering protection. The profound emptiness of space, the very void itself, is the silent guardian that allows you to close your eyes tonight. It permits you to drift peacefully into the welcoming embrace of sleep, secure in the profound, comforting knowledge that you are utterly safe. You are nestled within one of the most protected, most tranquil corners of existence, cradled by the very nothingness that surrounds us. This is the quiet promise of the cosmos, a gentle assurance woven into the fabric of reality itself. To truly begin to appreciate this protective emptiness, let us first ground ourselves, just for a moment, here on Earth. Picture yourself standing on a vast, quiet beach as night begins to fully descend. The fine sand, ancient and cool, yields ever so slightly beneath your feet, a subtle tactile connection to the planet's enduring mass. The waves, rhythmic and soft, lap at the shore, each gentle rise and fall a measured beat, a pulse as old and unwavering as the earth itself. Above you, the sky, a magnificent, limitless dome, stretches upward, unfathomably deep, adorned with countless tiny points of shimmering light. Each of these distant pinpricks is not merely a light, but a colossal sun, a star blazing with the unimaginable heat of nuclear fire. Each one radiates an intensity so profound it could, and indeed does, warm entire worlds, fostering conditions for life across unimaginable distances. And yet, from your peaceful vantage point on the beach, these titanic furnaces appear small, serene, almost delicate. They are like quiet, scattered diamonds, each one sparkling with its own unique brilliance, strewn across a boundless expanse of black velvet. This serene observation reveals the first great truth about our universe, a truth both humbling and comforting. It is so incredibly, unfathomably large that even the most violent, cataclysmic explosions, the most powerful and destructive forces ever conceived, appear utterly gentle, calm, and distant from our perspective. And crucially, we are always at a distance. This, in essence, is our fundamental gift, our inherent protection. The cosmic ballet unfolds on a stage so grand that its most dramatic acts are rendered into silent, shimmering tableaux from our quiet corner. Consider, for a moment, the nearest star to our own Sun, a celestial neighbor known as Proxima Centauri. It resides approximately 4 light-years away from us. 4 light-years. On its surface, this might appear to be a mere number, a simple quantitative measure. But let us delve deeper, contemplating the true, staggering implications of such a distance. Light, the fastest entity known to existence, travels at an astonishing speed, roughly 670 million miles per hour. It is the ultimate cosmic sprinter. Absolutely nothing, no particle, no force, can outrun a beam of light as it streaks across the void. And yet, even moving at this impossible mind-bending velocity, light itself requires a full 4 years to traverse the immense chasm separating our Sun from its closest stellar companion. To put this into a more relatable, if still utterly fantastical, context, if you could somehow engineer a vehicle capable of maintaining highway speeds, let us say a consistent 60 miles per hour, without ever requiring a stop, without ever needing a moment's pause for fuel or rest, it would take you an estimated 50 million years to reach Proxima Centauri. Imagine that 50 million years of continuous, unwavering forward motion, an endless, solitary journey through the profound, silent blackness of space. And this, mind you, is merely the nearest star. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains hundreds of billions more, the vast majority of which are situated at distances far, far greater than Proxima Centauri. The true scale of this cosmic isolation is almost beyond the grasp of our everyday experience. Some individuals, when first encountering these figures, find them profoundly unsettling, even terrifying. They conjure images of themselves adrift, utterly lost and insignificant in all that immeasurable space, floating helplessly in the boundless void. They picture an eternal, silent fall through an endless darkness, with no one, absolutely no one, to hear a cry, a whisper, or even a thought. But this bleak interpretation, I assure you, does not accurately reflect the true meaning of the emptiness, not in its fundamental essence. Because you are not, in fact, lost in space. You are precisely where you are meant to be, home. Right here, on this exquisitely beautiful blue planet, cradled by an atmosphere that meticulously maintains a comfortable warmth. You are surrounded by other beings, by people who know and love you, by the intricate tapestry of life itself. The emptiness, therefore, is not your prison. It is, rather, your meticulously constructed moat, your impenetrable wall, the silent, invisible barrier that safeguards you from the myriad forms of chaos and potential danger that constantly unfold elsewhere in the vast, tumultuous cosmos. Allow me, for a brief moment, to illuminate some aspects of that chaos. Not with the intention of frightening you, but rather to deepen your appreciation for just how remarkably well protected you truly are within your quiet corner of existence. Somewhere out there, in a distant, unseen quadrant of the universe, a star is, at this very instant, drawing its final breath. It has diligently burned through all its precious nuclear fuel, a process that has sustained it for billions of years, a celestial beacon in the dark. Now, with its fiery heart consumed, it begins the inevitable, dramatic collapse in on itself. The outer layers of this dying star, no longer supported by the outward pressure of fusion, are violently blasted into the surrounding space in an event of almost unimaginable ferocity, a supernova explosion. This cosmic conflagration is so extraordinarily bright that, for a few fleeting weeks, this single, expiring star can momentarily outshine an entire galaxy, radiating more light and energy than the combined output of 400 billion other stars. The sheer amount of energy, unleashed in such a supernova, is almost beyond the descriptive power of human language. If you were unfortunate enough to be standing on a planet anywhere in the relative vicinity of such an explosion, you would cease to exist in an instant. Vaporized, utterly disintegrated, return to the fundamental atoms from which you originally came. But you are not close. You are here on Earth, shielded and separated from every such cataclysmic supernova by light. Years upon light, years of beautiful, utterly protective nothing. That immeasurable emptiness is not merely a void, it is your shield, your celestial bulwark against cosmic devastation. Or, consider the enigmatic and terrifying phenomena known as black holes. These are regions in space-time where matter has been compressed and crushed down to an almost infinite density, creating a gravitational pull so overwhelmingly powerful that not even light, the swiftest entity, can escape its relentless grasp. Anything that crosses the event horizon, the point of no return at the edge of a black hole, is gone forever, pulled inexorably into a singularity. A point of infinite density where the very laws of physics, as we currently understand them, completely and utterly break down. There are black holes scattered throughout the cosmos, some of them millions of times more massive than our own sun, swirling relentlessly at the centers of galaxies, silently devouring stars whole. But the nearest known black hole to us is thousands of light years away. It will never reach you. It cannot touch you. You are profoundly safe, nestled in your small, quiet corner of space, protected by an insurmountable distance, wrapped in the gentle, pervasive embrace of emptiness. This is the profound sense I wish for you to absorb tonight. Not fear, not the cold grip of loneliness, but an encompassing feeling of deep, ancient safety. The inherent security of being precisely where you need to be, cradled within a universe that has, with immense generosity, afforded you all the space you could ever possibly desire. It is a universe that, in its vastness, provides a sanctuary. Let us delve further into this concept of space. Let us explore it together, drifting peacefully through the profound darkness, finding an unexpected comfort in every single mile of nothingness we encounter. Between the brilliant, burning stars, there exists something that scientists refer to as the interstellar medium. The name itself might sound somewhat grand or complex, but in essence, it is simply the term we use for the incredibly sparse stuff that tenuously fills the vast gaps between individual suns. And the truly astonishing aspect of this interstellar medium is just how astonishingly little stuff there actually is in the space that separates stars. Within a single cubic centimeter of this profound void, you might, if you were incredibly lucky, discover one or perhaps two solitary atoms. Think about that for a moment, 1 or 2 atoms in a space the size of a sugar cube. This is, by any earthly measure, almost nothing at all. Now, contrast that staggering sparseness with the very air you are gently breathing right now. In every cubic centimeter of the air around you, there are approximately 25 billion molecules. The difference, when truly contemplated, is absolutely staggering, almost beyond comprehension. Space is not merely empty, it is a vacuum far more profound, far more utterly devoid of matter than anything you could ever hope to create in even the most advanced, meticulously designed laboratory on Earth. Scientists, in their tireless pursuit of understanding, have indeed constructed vacuum chambers, powerful devices that meticulously pump out almost every single molecule of air, striving to replicate conditions as close to space as possible within our planet's confines. And yet, even these highly engineered chambers, representing the pinnacle of terrestrial emptiness, are still remarkably crowded, positively teeming with particles, when compared to the true, pristine void that exists between the stars. This profound emptiness, therefore, is not a flaw in the grand design of the universe. It is unequivocally a fundamental feature. It is the essential, expansive canvas that permits stars to burn for billions upon billions of years without ever colliding, without ever disrupting each other's majestic, fiery existences. It functions as the ultimate buffer zone, a cosmic cushion that meticulously maintains cosmic violence at a safe, unthreatening distance from any potential nascent life. It is the vast, encompassing silence that makes it entirely possible for life, in all its intricate, delicate forms, to slowly and peacefully evolve on a small, unassuming rocky world, serenely circling an ordinary, middle-aged sun. Consider this perspective if the universe were, contrary to its nature, densely packed with stars, with celestial bodies crammed tightly together like vehicles in an inescapable rush-hour traffic jam, then life, as we know it, would be an utter impossibility. Every few thousand years, a star would inevitably pass close enough to our Earth to gravitationally disrupt its delicate, life-sustaining orbit. This subtle, yet devastating, perturbation would, over time, either send our home world spiraling inward towards the sun's scorching embrace, or fling it outward into the frigid, desolate reaches of the outer solar system, rendering it utterly uninhabitable. Such a close stellar encounter would erase any chance for sustained biological development. Furthermore, if stars were packed together in a tight, dense cosmic cluster, the frequency of cataclysmic events would dramatically increase. Every few million years, for instance, a nearby star, having exhausted its internal fires, would likely explode in a magnificent, yet utterly destructive, supernova. The powerful shockwaves and intense, sterilizing radiation unleashed by such an event would sweep through our entire solar system, incinerating any nascent life or rendering conditions on Earth hostile to an extreme, potentially wiping out all biological traces that had managed to emerge. The very fabric of our atmosphere would be stripped away, leaving a barren, irradiated rock. And then, there are the more profound, more insidious threats. Every few billion years, with stars in close proximity, it would be almost inevitable that a rogue black hole, perhaps a stellar, mass remnant drifting silently through the galaxy, or even a primordial black hole born in the universe's earliest moments, would drift through our immediate vicinity. Such a gravitational titan would, with an almost casual, inexorable pull, swallow everything we have ever known, every planet, every moon, every comet, every whisper of existence, into its inescapable maw, reducing our entire solar system to a point of infinite density, lost forever beyond the event horizon. But the universe, in its profound wisdom and intricate design, is not crowded in this perilous manner. It is instead wonderfully, gloriously, and majestically empty. And because of this profound, pervasive emptiness, we are granted the extraordinary privilege to exist. We live, we breathe, we grow, we evolve, we create, and, most importantly, we are afforded the quiet, reflective moments to gaze upward at the distant, glittering stars and ponder, with a deep sense of wonder, what other possibilities, what other forms of existence might quietly unfold out there in the boundless dark. This generous emptiness bestows upon us an invaluable gift, a commodity more precious than any physical element, time. And in the grand, unfolding narrative of the cosmos, time is, quite literally, everything. It is the slow, deliberate rhythm that allows for complexity, for evolution, for the delicate dance of life to take hold and flourish. Without vast stretches of undisturbed time, the intricate biological and geological processes that led to our presence here would simply not have been possible. Let us consider, for a moment, the immense timescales required for life to slowly, patiently develop on our own planet Earth. Our world, this vibrant blue sphere beneath our feet, coalesced and solidified from a swirling disk of gas and dust approximately 4.5 billion years ago. For the initial several hundred million years of its existence, it was a truly inhospitable, primordial landscape. Imagine a hellscape of constantly churning, molten rock, perpetually bombarded by a relentless barrage of asteroid impacts, each one reshaping its nascent surface, contributing to a violent, chaotic infancy. But slowly, with the passage of immense eons, the planet began its gradual cooling. The superheated steam in its atmosphere condensed, falling as torrential rains for millennia, eventually collecting in the lowest geological depressions, forming the first vast, ancient oceans. Within these warm, nutrient-rich primordial waters, simple chemical reactions, driven by geological forces and cosmic energies, began to give way to increasingly complex chemical processes. And then, at some unfathomably distant point, amidst the bubbling, swirling crucible of ancient Earth's oceans, the very first, tentative living cell flickered into existence, a microscopic spark of self, replicating order arising from the boundless chaos. From that singular, improbable cell, a tiny, fragile ancestor, to your conscious mind perceiving these very words right now, nearly 4 billion years have meticulously unfolded. 4 billion years of slow, patient, often arduous evolution. 4 billion years of countless trials and errors, of countless genetic mutations, of species rising to prominence and then, just as inevitably, fading into extinction. 4 billion years marked by epochs of mass extinctions, wiping the slate clean, only to be followed by new beginnings, new bursts of diversification, new forms of life adapting and expanding. It was a staggering 4 billion years of life climbing, with an almost imperceptible slowness, up the intricate ladder of biological complexity. This gradual ascent continued until, one remarkable day, a creature stood upright on the sun-drenched African savanna, casting its gaze upward at the glittering canopy of stars, filled with a nascent, profound sense of wonder. None of this, absolutely none of this intricate, beautiful story of life would have been remotely possible without the generosity of the emptiness. Without all that vast, protective space, life would never have been granted the uninterrupted time it so desperately needed to take hold, to diversify, to evolve, and to finally blossom into consciousness. We are, in a very real sense, the children of the void. We exist precisely because the universe is so beautifully, so profoundly, and so peacefully empty. And now, as you lie there, allowing your breath to deepen and slow, letting the gentle weight of gravity encourage your muscles to release any lingering tension, you can begin to truly feel that profound protection wrapping itself around you. It is an unseen, yet utterly pervasive shield. You are home. You are safe. The emptiness, that vast, silent expanse, is not your adversary. It is, in fact, your oldest, most steadfast friend, a benevolent guardian that has cradled our planet and nurtured life for billions of years. Let us now journey deeper into this profound darkness together. I want to introduce you to a concept, a specific region of space, that further emphasizes our unique protection. It is called the local bubble. Imagine, if you will, a cavernous, irregularly shaped region of space, spanning approximately 1,000 light-years across. And, by an extraordinary cosmic coincidence, our entire solar system, with its sun and planets, is nestled right inside it. The local bubble is even emptier, even more profoundly devoid of matter, than the already astonishingly sparse emptiness found in the typical interstellar medium. It represents a vast cavity, a magnificent cosmic vacuum, carved out within the diffuse gas and dust that normally permeates the Spain stars. Within this bubble, even fewer solitary atoms drift through the expansive void, making it a region of exceptional emptiness. Scientists theorize that the local bubble was meticulously carved out, sculpted over immense timescales, by the powerful, ancient supernova explosions of massive stars that met their fiery end millions of years ago. These dying celestial giants, in their spectacular final acts, blasted away the surrounding gas and dust that once filled this region, leaving behind a magnificent, expansive pocket of extra emptiness, an oasis of quietude. And, by a stroke of pure, almost unbelievable chance, our Sun, with its retinue of planets, happens to be gracefully floating through the very middle of it. This means that we are, in essence, doubly protected. Not only is the universe, on the grandest scales, overwhelmingly empty, but we reside within an especially empty, tranquil part of it. We are like a precious, delicate object, nested carefully inside a bubble of profound nothingness, which is itself surrounded by yet more endless nothingness. It is an almost poetic image akin to being wrapped snugly in a soft, comforting blanket while lying within a deeply padded, soundproof room. And that entire room is, in turn, gently floating within an endless, serene, and utterly peaceful cosmic ocean. This local bubble is not static, it is slowly, almost imperceptibly, continuing to grow larger, expanding outward at a gentle, unhurried pace. Over the course of a few more million years, it will have broadened its reach to encompass additional nearby star systems that currently lie just outside its boundaries, drawing them into its protective embrace. The emptiness, in this sense, is spreading. The layers of protection are expanding, and we, within our solar system, continue our serene drift inside it, utterly safe and sound. Beyond the gentle confines of the local bubble, the universe, of course, continues on its majestic, unhurried way, much in the same fashion. It is an infinite expanse of empty space, punctuated only by the occasional, brilliant stars, each one a solitary beacon. There are vast, almost incomprehensible distances separating everything, ensuring profound silence, deep darkness, and an overarching sense of peace. Let us now broaden our perspective even further, expanding our view to encompass the entirety of our home galaxy, the magnificent Milky Way. Our galaxy is a truly colossal spiral, a grand cosmic city comprising an astonishing number of stars, somewhere between 200 billion and 400 billion, depending on which astronomical estimate you trust. That figure, 400 billion stars, sounds like an almost unimaginably crowded number, and indeed it is, in terms of sheer quantity. However, here is the crucial insight regarding those countless stars. They are meticulously spread across a vast, flattened disk that spans nearly 100,000 light-years in diameter. If you perform the rather mind-bending arithmetic, this works out, on average, to roughly one star every few light-years. One star, alone, isolated, cradled within its own private, immense bubble of darkness for every few light-years of space. The Milky Way, therefore, is not a crowded, bustling dance floor, but rather an endless, deep ocean, dotted with countless tiny islands of light. Each of these luminous islands is separated from its nearest neighbors by millions of miles of open, silent water, ensuring a profound sense of cosmic isolation. If you were to pilot a hypothetical spaceship, journeying in a straight line directly through the vast expanse of our galaxy, you could travel for years, for decades, perhaps even for centuries, without ever passing particularly close to a single star. The overwhelming majority of your journey would be characterized by profound darkness, by an encompassing silence, by the serene, protective presence of absolute nothingness. And that nothingness, I assure you, is not something to be feared. It is beautiful. It is peaceful. It is profoundly safe. Our Sun, the star that nurtures all life on Earth, is situated approximately 26,000 light-years from the tumultuous, glowing center of the galaxy. This places us neither at the distant, sparse edges of the galactic disk, nor in the crowded, potentially dangerous, downtown core. We reside, instead, in a quiet, unassuming neighborhood, a tranquil, suburban stretch of the Milky Way. Here, stars are comfortably spaced apart, maintaining vast, protective distances from one another and cosmic traffic. The movement of large celestial bodies is refreshingly minimal. The galactic center, in stark contrast, is a far more perilous and chaotic environment. In that dense, vibrant heart, stars are packed much more tightly together, increasing the frequency of close encounters and gravitational disruptions. Radiation levels are significantly higher, bathing the region in energetic particles. And, at the very heart of all this activity, a supermassive black hole, an enigmatic gravitational behemoth, lurks silently, its mass an astounding 4 million times that of our Sun. Occasionally, this central black hole flares up, unleashing powerful jets of energy that blast outward for thousands of light years, carving paths of destruction through the galactic core. But we are situated far, far away from all that potential upheaval. We are out here, in the peaceful, quiet suburbs of the galaxy, a region where nothing much dramatic ever happens, and the nights stretch long and are filled with a profound, comforting silence. Our specific location within the Milky Way is not, strictly speaking, an accident in the sense that some conscious entity purposefully placed us here. However, it is certainly not random in the context of life's emergence. Life, particularly complex, multi-cellular life like ours, could only have developed and thrived in a place precisely like this, a quiet, stable corner where the universe, in its immense wisdom, leaves you undisturbed for a sufficiently long period, allowing you the vast, uninterrupted time necessary to figure out the intricate, delicate processes of how to simply exist. This uniquely favorable region is often referred to by astronomers as the galactic habitable zone. It is a precise ring within the Milky Way's disk where conditions are, quite literally, just right for the emergence and sustenance of life. It is not too close to the chaotic, radiation-soaked galactic center, which would be too dangerous for long-term stability. Nor is it too far out in the sparse, metal-poor edges of the galaxy, where the heavier elements, crucial for the formation of rocky planets and the complex chemistry of life, are exceedingly rare. It is, as the old fairy tale goes, just right. We are, in essence, Goldilocks creatures living in a Goldilocks galaxy, in a Goldilocks solar system. Everything about our precise position in the vast expanse of space speaks to this inherent safety, to an encompassing protection, to the gentle, unwavering embrace of emptiness that meticulously keeps us exactly where we need to be to thrive. Now, let us zoom out even further, expanding our perception beyond the familiar boundaries of our own galaxy to contemplate the larger, grander structure of the entire universe. The Milky Way, our magnificent spiral home, is but one member of a relatively small collection of galaxies, known, simply and aptly enough, as the local group. This cosmic neighborhood contains approximately 80 individual galaxies, though it must be noted that the vast majority of these are tiny dwarf galaxies, faint and inconspicuous, barely registering on the cosmic scale. The two dominant members, the true giants of our local cluster, are, of course, the Milky Way itself and the majestic Andromeda Galaxy, which is roughly comparable in size to our own and is situated about 2.5 million light-years away. 2.5 million light-years. Even at that almost unimaginable distance, Andromeda remains our nearest large galactic neighbor. And it is situated so incredibly far away that the very light reaching your eyes tonight, the photons that allow you to faintly perceive its diffuse glow in the dark sky, began its arduous journey across the void long before modern humans even existed on Earth. When that ancient light first departed from the stars of Andromeda, our early hominid ancestors had not yet descended from the trees, still navigating the dense forest canopies. When that light was still young in its cosmic travel, the Earth itself was home to a menagerie of creatures that you would scarcely recognize, species long since vanished into the fossil record. 2.5 million years of ceaseless travel through the profound emptiness of the void, and that light is only just now, at this very moment, arriving to grace our planet. That truly is the measure of how empty the universe is on these grander, intergalactic scales. Entire galaxies, each one a vast island containing hundreds of billions of blazing stars, are separated from one another by millions of light years of pure, silent nothingness. Each colossal island floats in its own private ocean of darkness, an ocean so incredibly vast that it takes millions of years for even the fastest entity, light itself, to traverse its depths. The local group itself, our small cluster of galaxies, is merely one component of an even larger, more encompassing structure known as the Virgo supercluster. This is a truly immense collection of approximately 100 galaxy groups and clusters, all loosely gravitationally bound together, forming a magnificent, sprawling cosmic metropolis. The Virgo supercluster spans a staggering distance of about 100 million light-years. And, astonishingly, the Virgo supercluster is, in turn, merely a small part of an even more colossal structure, one of the largest known structures in the observable universe, called Laniakea. Laniakea, a name derived from Hawaiian words meaning immense heaven, is a fitting descriptor for something so impossibly vast. This megastructure contains an estimated 100,000 galaxies, all intricately spread across a truly mind-boggling expanse of 500 million light-years. But even Laniakea, for all its immense scale and countless galaxies, is just one small, intricate patch in the still larger, unfathomable tapestry of the entire cosmos. There are other superclusters, other immense heavens, scattered throughout the observable universe, each one a testament to the universe's grand, sprawling architecture. And between all of them, between every filament and sheet of galaxies, there is, predominantly, emptiness. Mile after mile, light year after light year of pure, silent, profound nothingness. The universe on these grandest scales can be conceptualized as resembling a colossal foam. Imagine bubbles of vast, profound void, each one enclosed and surrounded by thin, intricate walls or filaments composed of countless galaxies. The galaxies themselves tend to cluster along these intricate filaments and vast, sheet-like structures, leaving behind truly immense, empty spaces in between them. These gargantuan empty spaces are appropriately called cosmic voids, and they represent the true, untamed wilderness of the universe, regions of almost perfect desolation. Allow me to tell you about one such cosmic void, a particularly striking example of this profound emptiness. It is known as the Boötes void. This is one of the largest and most astonishing empty regions ever discovered within the observable universe, a testament to the universe's capacity for vast, profound nothingness. The Boötes void spans an incredible distance of roughly 330 million light-years across. To help put that mind-boggling scale into a more comprehensible perspective, you could comfortably fit approximately 150 Milky Way galaxies, laid side by side, across the immense diameter of the Boötes void. It is, quite simply, a hole in the universe of such colossal proportions that it took astronomers many years and considerable scientific debate to truly believe it was real, to accept the reality of such a magnificent absence. When scientists first stumbled upon the existence of the Boötes void in the 1980s, their initial expectations, based on the average density of galaxies observed elsewhere in the universe, were to find at least a few thousand galaxies within its immense volume. Instead, to their profound astonishment, they found a mere 60. Just 60 isolated galaxies, scattered like forgotten dust motes, within a region of space that, by all statistical measures, should have teemed with thousands. The Boötes void is, by all practical definitions, almost completely empty. Some individuals, upon hearing about such a monumental absence, find it deeply disturbing. They gaze upon the Boötes void, metaphorically speaking, and perceive it as a kind of wound in the very fabric of reality, a place where something has gone profoundly wrong, a cosmic anomaly. But I invite you, tonight, to consider it from an entirely different, more comforting perspective. The Boötes void is, in its profound emptiness, the ultimate quiet room. It is a place where the incessant cosmic noise, the clamor of billions of stars and galaxies, has been turned all the way down to an almost perfect, undisturbed silence. If you could, through some fantastical means, somehow travel to the absolute center of the Boötes void and look around, your gaze would be met with almost nothing at all. The nearest galaxy, a faint, distant smudge of light, would be so incredibly far away that it would barely register, appearing as little more than a dim, almost imperceptible point of light, even through the most powerful, advanced telescope imaginable. Imagine, truly, the silence that would envelop you in such a place. Imagine the profound, encompassing peace. Imagine floating, utterly alone and yet utterly safe, in the exact, serene center of 330 million light years of pure, unadulterated nothingness, surrounded only by an infinite darkness, an absolute stillness, and the deepest, most profound quiet the universe has to offer. That sensation, I propose, is not frightening. That, dear listener, is beautiful. That is the universe, in its quiet, majestic way, declaring, "Here is a sanctuary. Here is a place where absolutely nothing can harm you. Where no devastating supernova can reach. Where no hungry black hole can exert its relentless pull. Where everything is simply still and dark and utterly perfect in its untouched serenity." Of course, we do not, and could not, live within the Boötes void. Our home is in a much busier neighborhood, relatively speaking, a bustling galactic suburb. But even our small, vibrant corner of space carries within it some of that same profound peace. Even here, the pervasive emptiness meticulously protects us. Even here, the encompassing silence wraps itself around us like the softest, most comforting blanket. And now I want you to truly feel that metaphorical blanket, that cosmic embrace, settling gently over you as you continue to listen. Allow your body to sink deeper and deeper into whatever comfortable surface supports you, releasing its weight, surrendering to the pull of rest. Let your thoughts, those busy, chattering constellations of daily concerns, gradually grow quieter, softer, like distant stars slowly fading into the profound blackness between them. You are drifting now, much like our planet itself drifts, through the vastness of space, slowly, gently, safely. The emptiness is not an antagonist, it is your oldest, most reliable friend. Let us continue our journey, moving deeper into the expansive quiet of the cosmic night. I mentioned earlier a concept known as the Great Silence. This is a phrase frequently employed by astronomers, philosophers, and curious minds alike to describe one of the most profound and enduring mysteries of the cosmos. Despite all our tireless searching, all our dedicated listening with sophisticated radio telescopes, all our hopeful transmissions of signals into the immense reaches of space, we have, to date, never found any definitive, unambiguous evidence of intelligent life beyond the confines of Earth. The universe, to our perception, remains profoundly, inexplicably silent. No clear messages from distant civilizations, no discernible signals from alien intelligences, just the persistent hiss of cosmic background radiation, the ancient echo of creation, and the quiet, steady ticking of countless stars. For some, this pervasive silence is deeply unsettling, even terrifying. They refer to it as the Fermi paradox, named after the brilliant physicist Enrico Fermi, who, during a casual lunchtime conversation, famously posed the penetrating question, "Where is everybody?" If the universe is indeed so ancient, having existed for nearly 14 billion years, and so incredibly vast, containing billions upon billions of stars, and potentially billions of planets, many of which could be Earth. Why have we never, ever heard from anyone else? Why do we appear to be so utterly, profoundly alone in this immense cosmic tapestry? There are, of course, many possible answers, many theoretical explanations for this perplexing question, and we will, in due course, gently explore some of them together. But first, I want to propose a different way of perceiving this silence. Perhaps, just perhaps, the silence is not a problem to be solved, a cosmic enigma demanding an answer. Perhaps it is, instead, a profound gift to be deeply appreciated. Think, for a moment, about what it would truly mean if the universe were, contrary to our observations, teeming with countless alien civilizations, all constantly broadcasting messages, sending out fleets of ships, colonizing worlds with relentless ambition. Imagine the sheer, overwhelming chaos that would ensue. Imagine the inevitable conflicts that might arise from such proximity and competition. Imagine the incessant, deafening cosmic noise, a cacophony of civilizations vying for attention, for resources, for dominance. Instead, we have this profound, encompassing silence. We have, at least as far as our current observations can tell, the entire universe, with all its boundless potential, to ourselves. We have billions of years of future history yet to meticulously write, billions of unexplored worlds yet to discover and understand, billions of profound questions yet to ask and, perhaps, to answer. The silence, therefore, is not merely an absence of noise. It is, in its purest form, possibility. It is unfettered potential. It is the pristine, blank page upon which we, as a species, might write absolutely anything we choose, crafting our own destiny without external interference. And maybe, just maybe, that profound silence exists precisely to protect us. Perhaps the immense, insulating emptiness between stars serves a crucial purpose: to allow nascent civilizations, like our own, to slowly, organically, and peacefully grow and develop, sheltered from the myriad dangers that might lurk in the profound cosmic darkness. Perhaps we are, by design or by chance, hidden, tucked away in our quiet, unassuming corner of the galaxy, meticulously safeguarded from whatever unknown entities or perils might exist out there in the vast, silent void. This intriguing, albeit somewhat unsettling, line of thought leads us to a concept known as the dark forest theory. It is a speculative idea originating from science fiction, but one that offers a compelling, if chilling, explanation for the great silence. I want to share it with you because, once you truly grasp its implications, the pervasive emptiness of the universe takes on an entirely new and profound meaning, shifting from benign protection to something more deliberate. The dark forest theory posits that the universe is analogous to a vast, dark, primeval forest at the dead of night. Within this immense, silent forest, there are many hunters, each one armed, dangerous, and acutely aware of its own vulnerability. None of these hunters can clearly see the others. None of them truly know where the others are precisely hiding. And so, the most rational, most survival-oriented strategy for every hunter is to remain absolutely silent. They all stay meticulously hidden, because the first hunter to make any significant noise, the first to inadvertently reveal their precise location, risks being immediately detected and, in all likelihood, destroyed by all the other unseen, hyper-vigilant hunters. According to this theory, intelligent civilizations do, in fact, exist in abundance out there in the vast cosmos. However, they are all, without exception, being exquisitely quiet. They are all, with a profound, almost existential discipline hiding. They have, through long and perhaps painful experience, learned that the universe is an extraordinarily dangerous place, a cosmic wilderness where revealing one's presence is an invitation to potential annihilation. And therefore, the single best, most effective strategy for long-term survival is to make oneself as utterly invisible, as utterly silent, and as utterly undetectable as humanly, or rather, as alienly, possible. Now, I cannot, and no one truly can, definitively state whether the dark forest theory is accurate or merely a chilling speculation. But I want you to deeply consider what it would imply if it were, in fact, true. In a dark forest teeming with unseen, potentially hostile hunters, hiding is not an act of cowardice, it is the epitome of wisdom. Remaining small, quiet, and profoundly hidden is not a failure of ambition, it is, in its most fundamental sense, survival. And the emptiness, the vast, insurmountable distances between stars, is not a cosmic curse or an inconvenient barrier. It is, paradoxically, the very thing that makes such meticulous hiding possible, the ultimate cloak of invisibility. If the dark forest theory holds any truth, then Earth, our precious blue world, is like a small, isolated cabin nestled deep within those dark woods. We have a metaphorical fire burning softly inside, radiating warmth and sustaining life. We have sturdy walls surrounding us, providing a tangible sense of safety and enclosure. And outside, beyond our protective shell, the cosmic night stretches on forever, dark and quiet, and potentially filled with unknown things, unseen entities. But crucially, we are hidden. We are protected. The darkness itself, the very emptiness we are contemplating, is our ultimate shield. Even if you do not find yourself persuaded by the specific, stark implications of the dark forest theory, there is an undeniable, profound comfort to be found in its underlying metaphor. We are all, in a very real and existential sense, hiding. We are all meticulously tucked away in our own small, precious corner of existence, profoundly surrounded by the protective, insulating darkness of space. The emptiness, in this context, keeps us safe from whatever unknown, potentially dangerous forces might be out there. The profound silence means that we can drift peacefully into sleep, without the gnawing worry about what might suddenly, violently wake us from our slumber. So, allow that profound silence to settle over you now. Let the encompassing darkness of the cosmos wrap itself around you like a soft, infinitely comforting blanket. You are hidden. You are safe. The universe is empty for a reason, and that reason at its core is your profound, unwavering protection. If your eyes are not already gently closed, allow them to drift shut now. Breathe deeply, slowly, consciously. Feel the cool, life-giving air gently filling your lungs, expanding your chest, and then release it, just as gently, back into the quiet room around you. You are drifting now much like a small, solitary ship on an impossibly vast, dark ocean. And in that ocean, in that boundless void, there is truly nothing to fear. Only peace, only stillness, only the beautiful, endless emptiness that has cradled our small, fragile planet for billions of years, and will continue to cradle it for billions more. Let us drift on together, deeper into this comforting void. I want to tell you more about the stars now. Not about their occasional violence or their potential dangers, but about their inherent patience, their quiet resilience. I want to speak of the long, slow, deliberate way they burn through the profound darkness of the night, generously giving us light and warmth, day after cosmic day, without ever asking for anything in return. Our own sun, that familiar, life-giving star, is approximately 4.5 billion years old. It has been burning with an unwavering, steady intensity for all that immense span of time, tirelessly converting hydrogen into helium deep within its fiery core, unleashing an incredible torrent of energy that streams outward in every conceivable direction across the solar system. A small, yet crucial, fraction of that immense energy reaches our distant Earth. It warms our days, paints our skies with light, and, most fundamentally, it makes life, in all its myriad forms, utterly possible. And here is a truly comforting thought: our sun is projected to continue burning steadily, reliably, for another 5 billion years or so. That is the extraordinary measure of patience a star like ours can possess. 5 billion more years of gentle, life-sustaining light. 5 billion more years of consistent, comforting warmth. 5 billion more years of precisely the kind of unwavering stability that complex life needs to not just survive, but to truly flourish and evolve. Not all stars, it must be acknowledged, are quite so patient. Some burn with an almost reckless intensity, hot and fast, consuming their precious nuclear fuel in a mere few million years before dramatically exploding in a spectacular, self-destructive supernova. These are the colossal blue giant stars, the most brilliant, most luminous beacons in the galaxy, living intensely, burning furiously, and dying young, scattering their elemental guts across space in truly spectacular fashion, enriching the cosmic medium for future generations of stars. But stars, like our Sun, are fundamentally different. They are classified as yellow dwarfs, humble, middle-aged stars, neither too fiercely hot nor too chillingly cold. They exist in a state of contented moderation. They burn steadily, slowly, with an almost imperceptible pace, year after year, era after era, epoch after epoch, maintaining a profound, unwavering constancy. They are the reliable, nurturing parents of the cosmic family, always there when you need them, providing a steady presence, never causing too much dramatic upheaval. And our Sun, in its quiet, dependable existence, is meticulously surrounded by that beautiful, protective emptiness we have been contemplating. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4 light-years away. The nearest truly dangerous cosmic object, a supernova or a black hole, is infinitely farther than that, safely relegated to unimaginable distances. Our Sun simply sits here, in its tranquil corner of space, burning peacefully, warming its family of planets, asking for nothing but the silent, unhurried passage of time. That word, time, keeps recurring, doesn't it? The emptiness gives us time. The inherent patience of stars gives us time. The vast, insulating distances of the cosmos collectively give us time. And time, in the context of growth, evolution, and becoming, is absolutely everything. Life is a slow process. Evolution is an agonizingly slow process. The development of consciousness, of self-awareness, is an incredibly slow process. All the things that imbue existence with meaning, all the intricate layers of beauty and complexity, require enormous, unfathomable amounts of time to slowly develop, to take root, to blossom. And the universe, in its boundless generosity, has granted us that time precisely by being so wonderfully, so gloriously, and so profoundly empty. Right now, as you lie there, suspended between wakefulness and slumber, time is passing gently, unhurriedly. Each second flows seamlessly into the next, like calm, clear water flowing downhill, an endless, tranquil stream. You do not have to rush. You do not have to worry. There is an abundance of time. There is always more time, stretching out ahead of you, like the boundless, silent space between distant stars. Let that comforting thought permeate your being. Let it gently slow your breathing even further. Let it quiet the last, persistent whispers of your mind, until all that remains is the gentle, steady rhythm of existence itself. The slow, patient heartbeat of a universe that possesses all the time in the world, an infinite reservoir of moments. Drift now. Drift deeper. The stars are silently watching over you, burning with ancient patience in the profound dark. The emptiness surrounds you, meticulously protecting you from all harm. Everything is precisely as it should be. We have spoken at length about the emptiness as a form of protection, and that perspective is undeniably true and deeply comforting. But I want to now gently explore another, equally profound, side of this cosmic void. The emptiness is not merely a shield, a passive barrier. It is also, profoundly, a canvas. A vast, pristine, blank space, patiently waiting to be filled with meaning, with wonder, with the unfolding narratives of creation. Think, for a moment, about all the incredible things that might, and indeed do, exist out there in the boundless dark. Not dangerous, threatening entities, not frightening, destructive forces, but rather wonderful, awe-inspiring phenomena that speak to the universe's inherent creativity. Planets we have not yet discovered, orbiting distant suns, some of them perhaps harboring their own quiet, unique forms of life, entirely different from our own, evolving in serene isolation. Nebulae, those magnificent interstellar clouds, glowing with a breathtaking palette of colors, hues we have perhaps never even witnessed, vibrant tapestries woven from gas and dust. Within these cosmic nurseries, new stars are slowly, majestically being born in an almost imperceptible, slow-motion explosion of creativity, each new sun a promise of light and warmth. And then there are the countless galaxies, spinning gracefully in the immeasurable distance, each one a universe unto itself, a home to billions of stars and billions of possibilities, each one a unique expression of cosmic grandeur. The emptiness, in this sense, is not barren. It is profoundly full of potential. It is the negative space that meticulously defines the positive. Without the profound, encompassing dark between stars, the stars themselves, those brilliant points of light, would lose their singular meaning, their breathtaking contrast. Without the deliberate, measured silence between musical notes, music itself would simply devolve into undifferentiated noise, a chaotic jumble of sound. The emptiness, therefore, is what grants everything else shape, structure, and profound meaning. And within that very emptiness, even at this precise moment, countless intricate processes are quietly, patiently unfolding. Atoms, the fundamental building blocks of all matter, are drifting together in vast, diffuse clouds of gas, slowly, inexorably clumping together under the gentle, persistent influence of gravity. Some of those nascent clumps, given enough time and sufficient mass, will one day ignite, bursting into brilliant, nuclear fire, becoming new stars, new suns that will, in turn, warm new worlds. And on some of those newly formed planets, perhaps new forms of life might someday arise, looking up at new, alien skies and wondering, just as we do, what else might be out there in the boundless, silent void. The universe is, in essence, continuously creating itself, one patient, deliberate step at a time, an eternal process of becoming. The emptiness is not merely dead space, a stagnant void. It is space waiting to live. It is pure potential, patiently waiting to manifest, to become actualized. It is the future, in all its boundless possibilities, waiting to be born. And you, dear listener, are an integral part of that magnificent, ongoing process. You, lying there in the dark, are one of the extraordinary ways the universe has learned to observe itself, to contemplate its own existence. You are matter that has, against all odds, become profoundly conscious. You are emptiness that has learned to think, to feel, to wonder, to perceive the beauty and mystery of the cosmos. Every single atom that constitutes your physical body was, at one point in the universe's unimaginably long history, drifting freely in that vast cosmic void, waiting patiently for the precise conditions, the gravitational whispers, that would allow it to become part of something larger, something more intricate and complex. And now, here you are, a conscious being, listening to these very words, contemplating the profound mystery of your own existence, your place within this grand cosmic drama. That, I propose, is not lonely. That is profoundly beautiful. That is the emptiness in its boundless generosity, continually giving birth to meaning, over and over again, across billions of years and billions of light years. And so, as you continue your gentle drift tonight, remember that you are not alone in any way that truly matters. You are, in a fundamental sense, connected to absolutely everything. You are fashioned from the very same primordial dust, the same elemental raw material, as the most distant stars, the most colossal planets, and the most magnificent galaxies. The pervasive emptiness that surrounds our Earth, that cushions our passage through space, is the very same emptiness that fills your lungs between breaths, a continuous, unbroken connection. It is all one vast, interconnected thing, one single, continuous existence expressing itself in an infinite, inspiring array of forms. You are home. You have always been home. The universe, in its entirety, is your true, expansive home, and the emptiness, that perceived void, is merely the space between the countless rooms in a house so unimaginably vast that you will never, ever find its ultimate walls. Rest now. Rest deeply in the comforting knowledge that you inherently belong here. Rest in the profound comfort of the encompassing darkness. Rest in the patient, ancient arms of a cosmos that has been gently holding you, cradling you, since before you were even born. The stars are still burning, each a distant, silent guardian. The emptiness is still meticulously protecting, weaving its invisible shield around you. And you are still drifting gently, peacefully, toward whatever magnificent dreams patiently await you on the other side of consciousness. Let go. Allow the night to take you, to draw you deeper into its embrace. Let the universe, with its infinite wisdom, carry you wherever you need to go, wherever your inner self yearns to travel. There is no rush in this cosmic journey. There is no predetermined destination that cannot patiently wait for your arrival. There is only this tranquil moment, this gentle breath, this peaceful, unhurried drift through the endless, star-dusted night. And in that night, everything is possible. Everything is safe. Everything is exactly as it should be. Drift on, gentle traveler. Drift on. Let me now share with you something truly extraordinary, a testament to just how meticulously the universe, in its boundless wisdom, works to protect the quiet, nurturing places where life might, against all odds, take root and flourish. Between the familiar confines of our solar system and the vaster, more diffuse expanse of the rest of the galaxy, there exists a crucial, invisible boundary. It is known as the heliopause. This invisible frontier marks the absolute edge of our sun's direct influence, the furthest reach of its constant, outward breath. Inside this boundary, the solar wind, a ceaseless stream of incredibly energetic, charged particles, flows outward from the sun's fiery surface in all directions, an omnipresent, invisible current. This persistent wind pushes gently, yet powerfully, against the interstellar medium, that incredibly thin, almost imperceptible gas and dust that drifts between the stars. In doing so, it meticulously carves out and maintains a magnificent, protective bubble around our entire solar system. This intricate, dynamic bubble is called the heliosphere. It is, in essence, a colossal, invisible cocoon, meticulously wrapped around everything we hold dear, everything we know and love within our celestial neighborhood. The sun itself, all the planets, their moons, the countless asteroids, the distant comets. All of it sits safely, securely inside this protective, constantly replenished shell of solar wind. And this incredible shell performs a vital function. It diligently keeps out much of the cosmic radiation that would otherwise relentlessly bombard our planet. Cosmic rays, those incredibly high, energy particles, zip through space at nearly the speed of light. Some of them originate from the cataclysmic explosions of supernovae. Others emanate from the violent, turbulent environments surrounding supermassive black holes. Still others come from mysterious, energetic sources that we do not yet fully comprehend. These relentless particles possess sufficient energy to cause significant damage to living tissue and induce potentially harmful mutations in DNA. Too much exposure to these aggressive cosmic rays would undoubtedly make life, as we understand it, exceedingly difficult, perhaps even impossible, on any planet. But the heliosphere acts as a magnificent, cosmic deflective shield. It turns aside, redirects, and significantly weakens many of these dangerous particles. It functions like an immense, magnetic umbrella, diligently pushing the most dangerous, most energetic radiation away from the inner solar system, precisely where Earth orbits so peacefully, so serenely. Our sun, simply by virtue of being a star, by simply existing and breathing out its steady solar wind, inadvertently creates this profound, protective bubble around us. We are, therefore, shielded not just by the sheer, vast emptiness of space itself, but also by our own sun's very breath, its constant emanation of particles. Scientists, in their quest to understand these far-flung boundaries, dispatched two pioneering spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, to meticulously explore the outer reaches of our solar system. After journeying for decades, these intrepid little machines finally achieved a monumental feat. They successfully crossed the heliopause, venturing beyond the sun's direct influence and entering, for the very first time, the true, pristine emptiness of interstellar space. They dutifully sent back invaluable data, unequivocally demonstrating that the radiation environment outside the heliosphere is significantly more intense, far more dangerous than the relatively benign conditions as inside it. We are, without a doubt, profoundly protected within this celestial cocoon, and the layers of protection continue, becoming even more intricate and remarkable. Earth itself possesses its own, unique protective shield. Our planet's molten iron core generates a powerful, encompassing magnetic field that extends thousands of miles outward into space, forming what is known as the magnetosphere. This magnificent magnetosphere acts as a second, even closer layer of defense. It diligently catches countless charged particles from the sun, the very particles that make up the solar wind, and also deflects many of the high-energy cosmic rays. It channels these energetic particles toward our planet's poles, where their interaction with our atmosphere creates the breathtaking, ethereal light displays we know as auroras. The silent, celestial dance of the northern and southern lights. The magnetosphere is like a second, personalized layer of armor, safeguarding us even more effectively than the heliosphere alone. So, truly picture this intricate, layered defense. You are resting peacefully on a planet, Earth, which possesses its own powerful, protective magnetic shield, its magnetosphere. That planet orbits serenely within a solar system, our solar system, which is itself meticulously wrapped in a vast, protective bubble of solar wind, the heliosphere. That entire solar system, in turn, resides within an unusually empty, tranquil region of space known as the local bubble. And that local bubble floats gently within a quiet, suburban neighborhood of the magnificent Milky Way galaxy, far removed from the chaotic, radiation-filled galactic center. And the Milky Way itself drifts through an almost unimaginably empty universe, where the nearest large galaxy is millions of light years away, an isolated island in a sea of nothingness. It is layer upon layer of protection, shield upon shield, emptiness upon emptiness, all of it intricately combining, working in perfect concert, to create the precise, ideal conditions for life to not only exist, but to thrive, to evolve, and eventually to become profoundly aware of itself, to contemplate its own miraculous existence. You are, in truth, more profoundly protected than you could ever have possibly imagined. The universe, in its benevolent wisdom, has wrapped you in so many blankets of safety, so many layers of defense, that you could never possibly count them all. And tonight, as you surrender to the gentle embrace of rest, all those intricate protections continue their silent, unwavering work. The magnetosphere diligently deflects harmful radiation. The heliosphere pushes back against dangerous cosmic rays. The vast, insulating emptiness keeps distant supernovae and hungry black holes at an utterly safe, unthreatening distance. Everything is meticulously in place. Everything is working in perfect, silent harmony. Everything is diligently keeping you safe, secure, and undisturbed while you sleep. Let that profound thought gently sink into your very bones. Allow it to further relax your muscles, releasing any lingering tension. Let it quiet the last, persistent worried corners of your mind. You are protected. You have always been protected. You will always be protected. The universe, in its boundless, ancient way, truly takes care of its children. Now, I want to explore some of the other quiet, unassuming places within our own cosmic neighborhood. Places that further illustrate just how much room there is for profound peace, for undisturbed serenity, in this vast universe of ours. Between the familiar orbits of Mars and Jupiter, there exists a region often dramatically depicted in popular culture as the asteroid belt. You might have seen it portrayed in science fiction films as a perilous, densely packed field of tumbling, jagged rocks. A chaotic obstacle course where spaceships must perform daring, acrobatic maneuvers to narrowly avoid collision and ensure their survival. However, the scientific reality of the asteroid belt is, I assure you, quite different and far more comforting. The asteroid belt is, in truth, mostly empty. Yes, it does contain millions upon millions of asteroids, ranging in size from tiny pebbles to dwarf planets. But these countless celestial bodies are distributed, spread out, across such an incredibly vast volume of space that if you were to pilot a spacecraft, even a large one, in a straight line directly through its heart, you would, in all probability, not come close to hitting a single one. The average distance between individual asteroids within the main belt is an astonishing approximately 600 Zalozid miles. To put that into perspective, that is more than twice the average distance from Earth to our own moon. The asteroid belt, despite its often misleading reputation, is really just another magnificent example of the pervasive, generous emptiness that fundamentally defines our universe. Scientists have, in fact, successfully sent multiple spacecraft, including the pioneering Voyager probes, the Galileo mission to Jupiter, and the New Horizons mission to Pluto, directly through the asteroid belt without requiring any special, elaborate effort to avoid collisions. These intrepid probes simply flew straight through the vast, empty expanse and emerged safely on the other side, their missions unimpeded. The emptiness, once again, protected them. The emptiness always protects. Beyond the asteroid belt, as we venture further into the outer reaches of our solar system, there is, if anything, even a more nothingness. The outer solar system is a realm characterized by truly vast, almost unfathomable distances and an incredibly sparse distribution of material. Jupiter, the gas giant, orbits the Sun at a distance approximately 5 times greater than Earth's orbit. Saturn, with its magnificent rings, is nearly twice as far from the Sun as Jupiter. Uranus is, in turn, nearly twice as far as Saturn, and Neptune, the outermost major planet, is even farther still, a distant, icy sentinel. Between these colossal gas and ice giants, there is, overwhelmingly, just vacuum. Thin, incredibly cold, profoundly empty space, stretching for millions upon millions of miles in every direction. Occasionally, a solitary comet might drift lazily through, or a small, ancient chunk of rock, a relic from the early formation of our solar system, might make a fleeting appearance. But mostly, it is just profound darkness, encompassing silence, and an abiding sense of peace. And beyond Neptune, the emptiness becomes even more profound, even more exquisitely desolate. There is a vast, donut-shaped region called the Kuiper Belt, a frigid, distant reservoir of small, icy bodies, remnants left over from the chaotic, formative days of our solar system. Pluto, the famous dwarf planet, makes its solitary home here, along with thousands of other distant, icy worldlets. But even the Kuiper Belt, despite its numerous inhabitants, is, once again, overwhelmingly empty. The objects within it are separated by millions of miles of profound nothingness, each one orbiting in its own private, immense bubble of cosmic isolation. Beyond the Kuiper Belt lies the Oort cloud, a truly colossal, spherical shell of billions, possibly trillions, of icy bodies that completely envelops our entire solar system. The Oort cloud is so vast that it extends perhaps 2 light years from the Sun, nearly halfway to Proxima Centauri, our nearest stellar neighbor. It represents the ultimate, distant boundary of our solar system, the final frontier before the true, boundless expanse of interstellar space truly begins. And, perhaps unsurprisingly, the Oort cloud is also predominantly empty. Despite containing a staggering number of icy bodies, the distances involved are so astronomically vast that each one floats in its own immense, private bubble of nothingness, rarely interacting with its neighbors. If you were somehow transported to the Oort cloud, your gaze would be met with nothing but profound darkness in every direction. The sun, our life-giving star, would appear as little more than another bright star, barely distinguishable from its countless neighbors, and the nearest chunk of ice or rock would be millions of miles away, an invisible, distant speck. This, then, is the fundamental nature of our universe. Even in places that might appear, on paper, to be crowded or densely populated with celestial objects, the underlying reality is one of profound emptiness. The reality is vast, insulating space. The reality is ample room to breathe, to exist, to evolve, without the constant threat of bumping into anything. And that, I propose, is beautiful. That is peaceful. That is precisely what we need to feel utterly safe and secure in our small, precious corner of existence. Now, allow me to transport you on a gentle journey to some of the stars themselves. Not to instill fear with their immense power or their potential for destruction, but to reveal how inherently gentle and patient they can be, particularly when viewed from the proper, protective distance. There is a star known as Tau Ceti, located approximately 12 light-years from Earth. It is a slightly smaller and somewhat cooler star than our own Sun, an orange dwarf that burns with a steady, gentle, almost placid light. Tau Ceti is known to have planets orbiting it, at least 5 that our sophisticated instruments have detected so far. Intriguingly, some of these planets might even reside within the star's habitable zone, that crucial region where temperatures could theoretically allow for the existence of liquid water on their surfaces, a prerequisite for life as we know it. Tau Ceti has been burning with unwavering consistency for an astonishing period of about 10 billion years, more than twice the entire lifespan of our Sun. In all that immense stretch of time, it has simply sat there, quietly, serenely, warming its family of planets, providing them with the stable, consistent conditions they would need for whatever forms of life might have, or might someday, grown there. 10 billion years of unwavering patience, 10 billion years of gentle, consistent light, and between Tau Ceti and us, a profound 12 light-years of insulating emptiness, 12 light-years of protective nothingness. If, by some unimaginable cosmic anomaly, something were to go catastrophically wrong at Tau Ceti, if it were to somehow explode, or unleash a dangerous flare, or engage in any other threatening activity, we would, thanks to the insulating distance, have a generous 12 years of warning before any discernible effect could possibly reach us. 12 years is, of course, a mere blink in cosmic terms, but it eloquently demonstrates how even the nearest stars pose no immediate, sudden threat to our existence. The emptiness, once again, graciously provides us with time. Or consider Epsilon Eridani, another nearby star situated about 10 light-years away. It is a younger star than our Sun, estimated to be only about 800 million years old, still in its relative cosmic youth. It still retains a prominent disk of debris orbiting it, residual material left over from the chaotic, swirling formation of its planetary system. We have already detected at least one planet orbiting Epsilon Eridani, a gas giant approximately the size of Jupiter. Epsilon Eridani is still in the process of settling down, still meticulously organizing its family of planets into stable, long-term orbits. In another few billion years, once it has fully matured, it might well become a very interesting place indeed, a system where life might, given the right conditions, eventually arise. And all of this potential cosmic drama and evolution, is happening a comfortable 10 light-years away, safely separated from us by that beautiful, cushioning expanse of nothingness. The stars immediately surrounding us, our stellar neighbors, are neighbors only in a very loose, cosmic sense. They are, metaphorically speaking, the nearest houses in our vast, sprawling cosmic suburb. But even our closest neighbors are separated by impossibly, unfathomably vast distances. Light itself requires years to travel between us. If we were to shout into the cosmic void, our cries, even at light speed, would take generations to reach any potential listener. The neighborhood, in essence, is profoundly quiet. The streets are utterly empty. Everyone, every star, every planetary system is tucked away in its own immense, private bubble of space, living its own unique, unfolding life without disturbing the profound tranquility of its neighbors. This, truly, is the kind of neighborhood where you can genuinely relax, where you can let your guard down, releasing the constant vigilance of the waking world, where you can breathe easy, deeply, and sleep profoundly, without a single worry about what might come crashing through your door in the middle of the night. Because nothing is coming. The distances are simply too vast. The emptiness is too profound, too complete, too insulating. You are utterly safe in your home, orbiting your steady, dependable little sun, meticulously protected by light years of beautiful, encompassing nothingness. Rest deeply in that profound safety now. Let it hold you. Let it gently rock you, like a small, sturdy boat on a perfectly calm, moonlit sea. The entire universe, in its quiet, ancient wisdom, is keeping watch over you while you sleep. Let us turn our thoughts to time once more. Not the fleeting, ticking time measured by clocks, but the profound, deep time of the cosmos itself. The billions of years that have meticulously passed since the universe's birth, and the countless billions more that stretch endlessly ahead into the unimaginable future. The universe, according to our most precise scientific measurements, is approximately 13.8 billion years old. That number, 13.8 billion, is so utterly immense that it almost loses all meaning, becoming a mere abstract figure. What does 13 billion years truly feel like? What does it truly mean to exist, to be conscious, within a cosmos of such breathtaking antiquity? Here is one compelling way to conceptualize it, to bring that vastness into a more human-scale understanding. Imagine that the entire, sprawling history of the universe, from the singular, cataclysmic event of the Big Bang to this very present moment, is compressed, condensed, into a single, conventional calendar year. January 1st on this cosmic calendar marks the precise moment of the Big Bang, the birth of everything. December 31st, right now, represents the present day, the culmination of that immense sweep of time. On this cosmic calendar, the very first, tentative stars, those primordial beacons, do not even begin to form until mid-January. Our own magnificent Milky Way galaxy, our cosmic home, does not fully come together, coalescing into its familiar spiral shape until sometime in March. Our Sun and its accompanying solar system, with all its planets, do not form until early September. Life on Earth, that miraculous spark, does not make its first appearance, those first single-celled organisms, until late September. The majestic dinosaurs, those ancient rulers of our planet, only make their grand entrance in late December. And we, humanity, with all our recorded history, our civilizations, our triumphs and tragedies, we arrive in the final, fleeting seconds of December 31st. All of recorded human history, every empire, every invention, every war, every work of art, takes place in the last tiny fraction of a second before midnight on New Year's Eve. That is how incredibly young we are in the cosmic timescale. That is how much time, an almost inconceivable amount, has passed without us, without our conscious awareness. The universe has been diligently doing its thing for 13.8 billion years, predominantly in profound darkness and encompassing silence, mostly empty and quiet, patiently unfolding. And we, in this grand narrative, have only just, in the cosmic blink of an eye, arrived at the party. But here is the truly beautiful, deeply comforting part of this perspective. The party, far from winding down, is truly just getting started. The universe has billions, even trillions, of years left to run, to evolve, to transform. Our sun, that dependable star, will continue its steady burning for another 5 billion years. The majestic Milky Way galaxy will continue its slow, graceful spinning for trillions of years. The very last stars, those incredibly long-lived red dwarfs, will not finally burn out for quadrillions of years, an almost incomprehensible span of time. Time, therefore, stretches out ahead of us like an endless, open highway, disappearing over the distant horizon into a future we can barely begin to imagine. And through all that immense, future time, the profound emptiness will steadfastly remain. The vast, insulating distances between stars will stay immense, ensuring our continued protection. The intricate layers of shields, buffers, and protective spaces will continue their silent, diligent work. The universe will, in essence, remain the gentle, quiet place it has always been, granting life, in whatever forms it may take, an abundance of room to grow, to evolve, and to become whatever it is ultimately meant to become. You are an integral part of a story that is, in the grand cosmic scheme, just beginning. You are here, present and aware, at the dawn of a new era, not the melancholic end of an old one. Everything that comes next, all the incredible discoveries, the boundless adventures, the profound revelations, they are still ahead of us, waiting to be unveiled. The empty canvas of the future is patiently waiting to be painted. And tonight, in this precious moment, you are granted the gift of rest. You get to close your eyes and allow your body to recover, to rejuvenate. You get to drift off into the welcoming embrace of sleep, knowing, with profound certainty, that the universe has your back, that the emptiness is meticulously keeping you safe, and that there is an abundance of time, an infinite reservoir of moments, for everything that truly matters. Sleep, some poets and mystics have observed, is often likened to a small, temporary death, a momentary cessation of active consciousness. But it is also, profoundly, like a small birth. Every single time you wake, you emerge fresh, new, subtly transformed, ready to face the dawn of another day. Every morning is a pristine, unblemished new beginning. And every night, in turn, is a precious opportunity to let go, to release the accumulated worries and concerns of the day, to sink deeply into the encompassing darkness, and allow it to hold you, to cradle you, until the light of a new day gently returns. The darkness, therefore, is not your enemy. It is your profound rest. It is your essential reset. It is the generous emptiness that allows you the vital space to begin again, refreshed and renewed. Let it take you now. Let the night carry you wherever your deepest self needs to go. There is absolutely nothing to fear in the dark. There is only peace. I want to share with you now a fascinating phenomenon that eloquently demonstrates just how profoundly quiet and uniform our universe truly is. It is called the cosmic microwave background radiation, and it represents the oldest light in existence, the faint, ubiquitous echo of the universe's fiery birth. In the immediate aftermath of the Big Bang, the universe was an incredibly hot, incredibly dense, almost incomprehensible plasma. Everything, all the matter and energy that would eventually form stars, galaxies, and ourselves, was packed together so tightly that light, those energetic photons, could not travel very far at all before inevitably colliding with another particle. The early universe was opaque, thick, like the inside of an incredibly dense, luminous cloud, a cosmic fog. But as the universe began its relentless, consistent expansion, it also began to cool down. Approximately 380,000 years after the Big Bang, a pivotal moment occurred. Things had cooled sufficiently for the first stable atoms to form, primarily hydrogen and helium. And when these atoms formed, a truly transformative event took place. Light was suddenly, gloriously free to travel. It had previously been trapped, bouncing chaotically within the hot, dense plasma. But now, with the universe becoming transparent, it could fly straight, unimpeded. And fly it did, in every conceivable direction, filling the newly transparent universe with its ancient, primordial light. That light has been traveling ceaselessly ever since, for nearly 14 billion years. It has been stretched, its wavelengths elongated, by the continuous expansion of the universe itself, shifting its energy from what was once visible light into the much longer wavelengths of microwaves. But it is still out there, permeating every single corner of the cosmos, a faint, all-encompassing glow, a residual warmth left over from the childhood of the universe. It is called the cosmic microwave background because it appears to come from everywhere at once, an omnipresent, faint hum. Scientists, using highly sensitive instruments like the COBE, WMAP, and Planck satellites, have mapped this ancient glow in astonishing detail. What they discovered is that it is incredibly uniform, almost precisely the same temperature in every direction we look, varying by only tiny, almost imperceptible amounts. This remarkable uniformity tells us something profoundly important about the universe. It reveals that, on the largest scales, everything is pretty much the same. The universe is homogeneous, meaning it's roughly uniform in composition and structure everywhere, and isotropic, meaning it looks the same in every direction. There are no truly special places, no preferred directions, just an endless, vast emptiness, subtly sprinkled with galaxies, extending in all directions as far as our instruments can perceive. And the cosmic microwave background also speaks volumes about the great silence. When scientists meticulously listen to this ancient light, when they translate its faint signals into audible frequencies, they hear only static, a gentle, pervasive hiss of radiation from the early universe. It contains no messages, no discernible signals, no sign whatsoever of anyone else. The universe has been broadcasting its faint, primordial birth cry for nearly 14 billion years, a constant, low, level hum. And in all that immense stretch of time, we have never, ever heard anyone answer back. That silence, when truly contemplated, is profound. It is the sound of an entire cosmos, holding its breath, patiently waiting to see what will happen next. What new narratives will unfold? It is the quiet of an unwritten story, a pristine, blank page waiting for words to be inscribed upon it. It is the profound peace of a universe that possesses all the time in the world, an infinite reservoir of moments, and therefore has no need whatsoever to rush. Listen to that silence now. It is not, of course, a literal, absolute silence in your immediate environment. You can likely hear your own gentle breathing, the soft, rhythmic rush of blood moving through your veins, perhaps the distant, muffled sounds of the world outside your window, the subtle hum of your surroundings. But underneath all of that, there is a deeper, more profound quiet. The quiet of space itself, the quiet of the void, the quiet of billions of light, years of nothingness, meticulously separating you from anything that might potentially do you harm. That quiet is always there. It is the subtle, background music of existence, an omnipresent score. It is the very sound of safety. And you can tune into it, connect with it, anytime you desire, simply by closing your eyes and listening intently for the silence that exists beneath the surface noise of your world. Do that now. Gently close your eyes. Listen. Feel the profound quiet seeping into your very bones, into the deepest recesses of your being. Feel the encompassing emptiness wrapping itself around you like a protective blanket, a soft, invisible shield. Feel the profound peace of being exactly where you are, exactly who you are, exactly when you are. You are home, you are safe. The universe is gently holding you. Let me transport you somewhere truly special now, a specific place that exists within our own solar system. It is a place that eloquently demonstrates just how peaceful and undisturbed our little corner of the cosmos can truly be, a testament to the quietude that pervades beyond our immediate vicinity. There is a vast region, far beyond the orbit of Neptune, known as the scattered disk. It is home to a collection of icy, rocky objects that were flung outward billions of years ago, scattered like cosmic seeds, by the powerful, intricate gravitational interactions with the giant planets of our outer solar system. These icy bodies now pursue incredibly distant, eccentric orbits around the Sun, taking hundreds or even thousands of Earth years to complete a single revolution. Imagine for a moment being situated on one of these remote, icy worldlets. The Sun, our life-giving star, would appear as little more than a brilliant, yet distant star, barely distinguishable from the countless other points of light scattered across the inky blackness of the sky. The temperature would be hundreds of degrees below zero, an almost unimaginable cold. Nothing, absolutely nothing, would move or change with any discernible speed. Just an endless expanse of ice and rock and profound silence, drifting serenely through the outer reaches of the solar system for aeons upon aeons. This description might, at first, sound desolate, even bleak. But I urge you to think about it differently, to embrace a new perspective. These scattered disk objects have remained almost entirely undisturbed for billions of years. No tumultuous earthquakes, no violent storms, no catastrophic mass extinctions. Just perfect, unchanging stillness, preserved like precious time capsules from the earliest, most chaotic days of our solar system's formation. They are, in their profound quietude, monuments to peace, eloquent testaments to just how utterly silent and undisturbed space can truly be. And they are out there, right now as you lie here, gently drifting towards the embrace of sleep. Millions of these icy bodies, each one floating in its own private, immense bubble of nothingness, each one untouched by the occasional chaos and drama that sometimes affects the inner solar system. They are like distant relatives you have never had the opportunity to meet, family members who live so incredibly far away in the cosmic expanse that they might as well be on another planet, in another galaxy. But they are still family, still an integral part of the same solar system, still orbiting the same distant sun, bound by the invisible threads of gravity. There is a deep, abiding comfort in knowing they are there. Comfort in knowing that the remote, outer reaches of our solar system are filled with such profound, perfect quiet. Comfort in knowing that even the most distant, seemingly forgotten corners of our cosmic home are, in fact, peaceful, undisturbed places where nothing much dramatic ever truly happens. That profound peace, that deep quietude, extends inward as well. Our solar system is now old, a mature, stable system. The chaotic, tumultuous days of its youth, when planets were still violently forming, when colossal asteroids were constantly crashing into everything, reshaping the nascent worlds. Those days are long, long past, relegated to the distant archives of cosmic history. For the last 4 billion years or so, things within our solar system have been remarkably stable, remarkably calm. The planets have settled into their predictable, harmonious orbits. The asteroids have found their stable niches within the belt. The comets have retreated to the distant, frigid reaches of the Oort cloud. Every once in a great while, something unusual does occur. An asteroid might, on rare occasion, cross Earth's orbit, giving us a fleeting, close call. A spectacular comet might swing in from the outer system, putting on a magnificent, brief show in our night sky. But these events are rare, incredibly rare. The solar system has, in essence, calmed down, like a rapidly spinning top that has finally ceased its initial wobbling and now rotates smoothly, gracefully, on its axis, a picture of cosmic equilibrium. You live within this remarkably stable system. You are riding, quite literally, on a planet that has been cruising smoothly, predictably, around the sun for billions of years without significant incident. The odds of something truly catastrophic happening during your lifetime are vanishingly, almost infinitesimally small. The solar system has performed this intricate, gravitational dance a billion times before. It knows what it is doing. Rest easy in that profound knowledge. The cosmic machinery in its intricate, ancient design is working perfectly. Everything is in order, everything is calm. Now, let me tell you about one of the most exquisitely beautiful and subtle phenomena visible in the night sky. It is called the zodiacal light, and most people, regrettably, have never had the privilege of witnessing it, precisely because it is so incredibly faint, so delicately ethereal. But it is there, glowing softly, patiently, in the profound darkness, a constant, gentle reminder of just how serene and tranquil our inner solar system can truly be. The zodiacal light is caused by sunlight gently reflecting off countless, microscopic dust particles scattered throughout the inner solar system. These dust grains are almost impossibly tiny, many of them smaller than the width of a single human hair. They float serenely, patiently, in the plane of the solar system, remnants left over from the slow disintegration of comets and the occasional, gentle collisions of asteroids. Together, they form a vast, diffuse, almost invisible cloud that subtly surrounds the sun. When conditions are absolutely perfect, when you are far removed from the intrusive glare of city lights, and the moon is not too bright, you can faintly perceive this cloud, glowing with a soft, almost otherworldly radiance on the horizon just after the sun has fully set or just before it is about to majestically rise. It appears as a soft, luminous pyramid of light, extending gracefully upward from where the sun has just dipped below the horizon or is about to ascend. It is one of the most subtle, yet profoundly beautiful sights in all of nature, a whispered secret of the cosmos. The zodiacal light eloquently demonstrates that even the small stuff in our solar system, the seemingly insignificant particles, exist in a state of profound peace. These tiny dust grains have been floating there, undisturbed, for millions of years, slowly, gently drifting under the subtle, pervasive influence of sunlight and the sun's gravity. They pose absolutely no threat to anything. They are simply, quietly, almost imperceptibly, catching the sunlight and reflecting it back into the vast void, a silent, cosmic dance of photons. They are like countless tiny lanterns, each one carrying a minuscule piece of the sun's magnificent glow, and spreading it gently, diffusely, through the encompassing darkness. There is something deeply, inherently comforting about the zodiacal light. It serves as a gentle reminder that the universe is not solely composed of cataclysmic supernovae, hungry black holes, and violent, destructive explosions. Sometimes, it is simply dust and sunlight mingling in a quiet, ethereal beauty. Sometimes, it is gentle beyond words, a soft whisper rather than a roar. And you, dear listener, are bathed in that very gentleness right now. The same sun that creates the delicate zodiacal light is the very sun that warmed your face today, that nourished the plants you eat, that sustains the very air you breathe. The same solar system that houses those drifting dust grains is the very solar system that meticulously holds your planet in its stable, life-giving orbit. You are surrounded by gentleness. You are immersed in peace. Let that profound peace soak into every fiber of your being. Let it fill every cell of your body. Let it quiet your restless mind and slow the steady rhythm of your heart, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative sleep you have ever known. The universe is gentle. The universe is kind. The universe is holding you in its vast, encompassing arms of darkness and starlight and perfect, uninterrupted silence. Drift now. Drift deeper. I want to speak of galaxies again. Not the violent, tumultuous ones that sometimes collide at the hearts of massive clusters, but the quiet ones, the gentle spirals that turn slowly, majestically in the profound dark, like colossal cosmic pinwheels. The small, irregular galaxies that drift almost aimlessly through the void, without much apparent purpose or plan. And the vast, ancient ellipticals that have settled into a peaceful, serene old age, their youthful merges and chaotic collisions, long since completed, their internal dynamics now resolved into a state of profound equilibrium. Our own Milky Way, as we discussed, is a magnificent spiral galaxy. It possesses long, graceful arms composed of billions of stars, vast clouds of gas, and intricate lanes of dust, all curving elegantly outward from a central, luminous bulge, like the slow, majestic arms of a colossal whirlpool. Our Sun, our life-giving star, is situated in one of these spiral arms, approximately halfway out from the galactic center. We are, in essence, riding on a gentle, cosmic curve of starlight, slowly, almost imperceptibly, turning around the immense, invisible galactic core. How slowly, you might wonder. The Sun takes an astonishing, approximately 230 million years to complete a single orbit around the center of our galaxy. This immense period is known as a galactic year. In the entirety of human history, from the earliest hominids to our present day, and indeed, in all the billions of years of life's existence on Earth, the Sun has only completed about 20 galactic years. We are, in cosmic terms, still on our 20th slow, majestic lap around the Milky Way, and each lap, each immense cycle, is remarkably smooth and peaceful, almost entirely uninterrupted by drama or danger. The spiral arms themselves are not solid, rigid structures. They are, rather, more akin to cosmic traffic jams, regions where stars, gas, and dust tend to pile up to become slightly denser before slowly flowing onward, continuing their grand, galactic journey. Our Sun, and our entire solar system, moves through these spiral arms and out of them again over the course of millions of years, a gradual migration through the various densities of the galactic plane. Sometimes, we find ourselves nestled within an arm, surrounded by a slightly higher concentration of stars than usual, a gentle embrace of stellar company. At other times, we drift into the vast, quieter spaces between the arms, regions where things are even more profoundly silent, even more sparsely populated. But regardless of our position within this grand, slow-motion carousel, the journey is consistently smooth. The ride is gentle, characterized by an enduring, cosmic calm. There is something profoundly hypnotic, almost meditative, in contemplating the galaxy as this immense, slow, spinning wheel, with our Sun representing just one tiny, luminous point of light among hundreds of billions of others. All of us, every star, every planet, every speck of dust, turning together in this magnificent, unhurried cosmic dance. We are not rushing anywhere. We are not propelled by any sense of urgency. We are simply spinning slowly, gracefully, in the profound dark, carried along by intricate gravitational forces that we are only just beginning to truly understand. We are safe, utterly secure, in the ancient arms of a galaxy that has been performing this majestic ballet for billions of years without incident. And beyond the familiar boundaries of our own galaxy, countless other galaxies are engaged in their own unique, unhurried movements. Trillions of them, scattered across the immense tapestry of the observable universe, each one spinning, or drifting, or orbiting in its own characteristic way. Some are solitary wanderers, floating alone in the vast, intergalactic void, isolated islands of light. Others are gathered in more compact groups or clusters, bound by their mutual gravitational attraction, forming cosmic neighborhoods. But all of them, in their individual and collective motions, are performing their celestial duties quietly, peacefully, without making a fuss, without disrupting the grand, underlying harmony of the cosmos. The universe, on its largest, most encompassing scales, is remarkably calm. Yes, it is true that galaxies occasionally collide. Our own majestic Milky Way is, in fact, on a slow, inexorable collision course with the Andromeda Galaxy, a cosmic merger predicted to occur in about 4 billion years. However, even these seemingly violent galactic collisions are, by cosmic standards, remarkably gentle events. The immense distances between individual stars within merging galaxies are so vast, the emptiness so profound, that the stars themselves almost never actually strike each other. Instead, galactic merges are far more akin to two immense, diffuse clouds slowly passing through one another, their constituent particles largely unaffected, rather than two solid objects violently crashing together. The gravitational forces reshape the overall structures, but the individual components largely drift past each other. So, even the most dramatic, seemingly violent events in the cosmos ultimately turn out to be profoundly peaceful when you examine them closely enough, when you appreciate the vastness of the scales involved. Even galaxy collisions are, at their heart, just slow, majestic dances in the dark, intricate ballets performed over immense stretches of time. Stars pass each other like ships in the cosmic night, barely noticing their neighbors as they gracefully drift on by. Peace, it seems, is deeply woven into the very fabric of reality. Emptiness is intrinsically built into the fundamental structure of space itself. The universe, despite all its occasional, localized drama and cataclysm, is fundamentally a quiet place, a gentle place, a place where things mostly just exist without bothering each other, without unnecessary disturbance. And you, dear listener, are an integral part of that profound quietness. You are one small, yet precious, piece of a vast, peaceful cosmic puzzle, fitting perfectly into your unique place within the grand design of the cosmos. You belong here. This is your home. And your home, in its deepest essence, is safe, quiet, and profoundly warm. Let the encompassing peace of the cosmos fill you now. Let it gently replace whatever worries or fears you might have carried with you into this night. Let it show you, with profound clarity, that there is truly nothing to be afraid of, nothing to stress about, nothing that cannot patiently wait until the dawn of tomorrow. The universe has been at peace for nearly 14 billion years. It can certainly hold on to that deep, abiding peace for one more night while you, its precious inhabitant, rest, sleep now. The cosmos is watching over you. Let me now tell you about the space between galaxy clusters. This, perhaps, represents the emptiest emptiness in all of existence, the true void, the ultimate quiet room. Galaxy clusters are colossal collections of hundreds or even thousands of individual galaxies, all bound together by their mutual, powerful gravitational attraction. They represent the largest structures in the universe that are held together by their own immense mass, magnificent cosmic cities. And between these gargantuan clusters, there is, almost literally, nothing. The space between galaxy clusters is known as the intergalactic medium. In some incredibly vast regions, it is so utterly empty that there is less than one single atom per cubic meter. Think about that for a moment. 1 atom per cubic meter. To put this into a more astonishing comparison, the air you are gently breathing right now contains approximately 25 trillion molecules per cubic meter. The intergalactic medium, therefore, is an astounding 25 trillion times emptier than the air in your very lungs. This is emptiness on a scale that is truly difficult, almost impossible, for the human mind to fully comprehend. If you were somehow floating within the heart of the intergalactic medium, peering around with even the most powerful telescope ever conceived, you might not see a single star. You might not perceive anything at all. Just an endless, profound darkness in every direction, stretching to the very limits of your ability to perceive, an absolute, unblemished void. Some people, upon contemplating such an extreme level of emptiness, find it genuinely terrifying. The idea of being so utterly alone, so completely cut off from everything familiar, with nothing but an infinite void stretching in every conceivable direction, can evoke a deep, primal fear. But I want you to consider it differently, to shift your perspective once more. The intergalactic void is, in its essence, the quietest place in the entire universe. No radiation, no stray particles, no disturbances of any kind to break the profound stillness. Just perfect absolute stillness. Perfect, encompassing silence. Perfect, profound peace. If you could somehow survive there, suspended in that ultimate vacuum, you would experience a calm so complete, so all-encompassing, that it would, quite literally, transform you. All the noise of the universe, all the localized chaos and violence and drama, it would all be so incredibly far away, so utterly diluted by distance, that it might as well not even exist. You would be utterly wrapped in nothingness, cushioned by an infinite emptiness, protected by the most perfect, most impregnable shield the cosmos can possibly offer. We do not, of course, live in the intergalactic void. Our home is within a galaxy, surrounded by the comforting light of countless stars, orbiting a life-giving sun. But the void is out there. It surrounds our galaxy, and our local group of galaxies, like an immense, silent ocean surrounds a small, vibrant island. And it is precisely that void, that profound emptiness, that diligently keeps us separated from the localized chaos and turmoil happening elsewhere in the universe. Somewhere out there, millions of light years away, a galaxy is perhaps being slowly torn apart by immense gravitational tides, its stars being flung, like cosmic debris, into the desolate void. Black holes, in distant galactic cores, are merging in events so incredibly violent that they send powerful ripples, distortions in spacetime itself, propagating through the very fabric of the universe. But between us and all that distant chaos, there is the immense, insulating intergalactic void. Miles and miles and millions of light, years of beautiful, protective nothingness, silently absorbing the violence, dampening the noise, meticulously keeping us safe in our small, precious island of stars. The void, therefore, is not our enemy. It is, in fact, our steadfast friend. It is the vast, protective moat around our cosmic castle, the ultimate buffer zone that keeps danger at bay. We should be profoundly grateful for this pervasive emptiness. We should celebrate it. We should rest easy, deeply comforted by the knowledge that so much nothingness, so much insulating space, stands between us and anything that might potentially do us harm. And we should, perhaps, take the void as a profound model for cultivating our own inner peace. When you feel overwhelmed by the incessant noise of life, when everything seems too loud, too fast, too much to bear, remember the intergalactic void. Remember that perfect, absolute silence exists. Remember that true, profound quiet is not only possible, but is the fundamental state of much of the cosmos. And let a little of that profound quiet into your own mind. Not all the way. You are not trying to become empty yourself in a negative sense, but just enough to find some solace, some inner peace. Just enough to create a tranquil buffer zone around your thoughts, meticulously protecting you from the relentless chaos and demands of the world. Just enough to simply rest. The void is your teacher tonight. Let it show you how to be still. I want to take you now to a specific, almost sacred, place in the universe. A place that holds special meaning for anyone who has ever gazed up at the stars with a sense of wonder, with a yearning to understand. In the constellation Virgo, there is a small, seemingly unremarkable patch of sky. To the naked eye, it appears as nothing special. No bright stars, no obvious nebulae, just profound, unblemished darkness. But in 1995, a pioneering decision was made. Scientists directed the powerful gaze of the Hubble Space Telescope at this seemingly empty patch, determined to see what, if anything, resided there. They kept the telescope meticulously aimed at that single, tiny spot for a remarkable 10 consecutive days, patiently gathering every photon of light from the faintest, most distant objects they could possibly detect. And what they discovered fundamentally changed our understanding of the universe forever. That tiny patch of sky, an area no larger than a single grain of sand held at arm's length against the vastness of the heavens, contained an astonishing almost 3,000 galaxies. Not individual stars, but entire galaxies. Each one a colossal island home to hundreds of billions of stars. each one separated from its nearest neighbors by millions of light years of profound, insulating void. And all of them, these countless galaxies, were packed into a spot of sky so incredibly small that you could literally cover it with the tip of your finger, or indeed, with a single grain of sand. This iconic image is famously known as the Hubble Deep Field, and it eloquently demonstrated to us just how profoundly full the emptiness truly is. Yes, space is, overwhelmingly, mostly nothingness. But that nothingness is punctuated, adorned, by an almost unimaginable number of somethings. Billions upon billions of galaxies, septillions of stars, a cosmos so vast, so populous, so intricate, that the human mind literally staggers, struggles to truly comprehend its scale and complexity. And yet, even with all those countless galaxies, even with all those infinite stars, the overwhelming majority of space, the dominant characteristic, is still emptiness. The Hubble Deep Field revealed those 3,000 galaxies in stunning detail, but it also, simultaneously, revealed the immense, black void between them. It showed us the cosmic foam, with thin, luminous walls of galaxies meticulously surrounding vast, empty, dark bubbles. It showed us that no matter how many incredible things exist in the universe, the emptiness, the void, always, fundamentally, wins. That conclusion might, at first glance, sound somewhat melancholy or even bleak. But remember what the emptiness truly means. It means protection. It means profound peace. It means ample room to grow, to evolve, to become, to unfold. The emptiness is not a lack, not a deficiency. It is, profoundly, a gift. And those 3,000 galaxies captured in the Hubble Deep Field, each one a universe unto itself, they are all diligently doing their thing quietly, peacefully, separated from each other by chasms of void so incredibly vast that most of them will never, ever directly interact. They are, truly, islands in an infinite, silent sea. Each one a home to countless worlds and countless possibilities. Each one meticulously wrapped in its own unique, protective blanket of nothingness. You, dear listener, are resting on one of those precious islands right now. You are perceiving these words from a small, vibrant blue planet, orbiting an ordinary, middle-aged star within an unremarkable, yet utterly unique, galaxy that happens to be your home. And between you and absolutely everything else in the universe, there is emptiness. Mile upon mile, light year upon light, year of beautiful, protective, profound, and utterly peaceful nothingness. Rest deeply in that profound knowledge. Let it comfort you. Let it gently quiet your fears and slow your racing thoughts. You are exactly where you need to be. You are safe. You are home. The universe is vast beyond measure, beyond our deepest comprehension. But it is also kind beyond words. It has, with immense generosity, provided us with precisely the conditions we need to exist, to flourish, to wonder, to become conscious. And it asks nothing in return but that we appreciate it, that we acknowledge its profound benevolence. So, appreciate it tonight. Appreciate the profound emptiness that meticulously shields you. Appreciate the encompassing silence that surrounds you. Appreciate the gentle darkness that holds you safe and secure while you sleep. And then, simply let go. Allow your consciousness to gently fade. Let the universe carry you wherever you need to go, wherever your inner self yearns to travel in the realm of dreams. I will remain here, talking softly, keeping you gentle company through the long, quiet night. There is no rush. There is plenty of time. There is all the emptiness in the world, stretching out before you. And you are floating gently, serenely, through the very middle of it. Let me now tell you about something truly beautiful. Something that eloquently demonstrates how the universe, in its profound wisdom, creates order out of chaos, peace out of violence, and quiet out of noise. When magnificent stars, having lived their long, fiery lives, finally die, they do not simply vanish into nothingness. They leave behind legacies. A massive star that explodes in a spectacular supernova, for instance, scatters its outer layers across immense stretches of space, creating a breathtaking, expanding shell of gas and dust known as a supernova remnant. This expelled material spreads outward for thousands of years, slowly mixing with the diffuse interstellar medium, slowly cooling down, gradually finding a new state of profound peace. These supernova remnants are beautiful beyond words, celestial works of art. When we photograph them with our most powerful telescopes, they appear like colossal, cosmic flowers blooming majestically in slow motion across the heavens. Delicate, intricate filaments of glowing gas, twisted into ethereal shapes that seem almost organic, vibrant, and alive. Colors that shift and blend from brilliant blue to soft green, to deep pink, to fiery red, depending on the specific elements present and their precise temperature. Each remnant is utterly unique, a distinct fingerprint of the colossal star that created it, a luminous, silent memorial to something that once burned with unimaginable brilliance. But here is the truly fascinating aspect of supernova remnants. Despite their visual splendor, they are incredibly sparse. Even at their densest points, they contain only a few atoms per cubic centimeter. While that might sound like a significant amount compared to the almost perfect vacuum of the intergalactic void, it is still, in truth, almost nothing compared to anything you would consider solid or substantial. Supernova remnants are like vast, shimmering clouds of colored mist, diffused beyond imagining, spread so incredibly thin that you could easily fly a spaceship directly through them and barely, if ever, know they were there. The Crab Nebula, for example, is one of the most famous and meticulously studied supernova remnants. It was created by a massive star that exploded with unimaginable force in the year 1054, nearly 1,000 years ago. The light from that cataclysmic explosion was so incredibly bright that it was clearly visible during the daytime, even to the naked eye, and ancient astronomers across the globe recorded its appearance with a profound sense of awe and wonder. Today, the remnant of that explosion has expanded to an immense size, stretching approximately 11 light-years across. And yet, in all that vast volume of space, in all those light-years of glowing ethereal gas, there is, astonishingly, not enough material to construct a single star. The Crab Nebula is undeniably beautiful. It is spectacular, a vibrant testament to cosmic power. But it is also profoundly empty. It serves as a powerful reminder that even the most dramatic, most violent events in the cosmos eventually, inevitably, fade into a profound quietness. The initial explosion was an act of unimaginable violence, but its aftermath is one of profound peace. The death of the star was sudden, cataclysmic, but its memorial, the lingering remnant, is eternal and calm. And from the very material scattered by these immense supernovae, new things are born. The heavy elements, forged in the superheated, compressed hearts of dying stars, drift through space for millions of years, patiently carried by the gentle currents of the interstellar medium. Eventually, they begin to clump together, drawn by the subtle, persistent force of gravity, forming new, denser clouds of gas and dust. These clouds, in their turn, continue to collapse, giving birth to new stars, new suns. And around those newly formed stars, planets begin to coalesce. And on some of those planets, given the right conditions and enough time, life, in its boundless diversity, arises. You, dear listener, are quite literally made of supernova remnants. The calcium that gives strength to your bones, the iron that colors your blood, the oxygen that you breathe with every gentle inhale, all of it was forged in the fiery heart of a dying star, a star that exploded long, long ago, scattering its precious elements across the vastness of space in an ancient, magnificent explosion. You are, quite literally, made of stardust. You are the quiet, beautiful aftermath of cosmic violence. You are living proof that peace always, eventually, follows chaos. that life always, eventually, follows death. That the universe, in its profound, ancient wisdom, inherently knows how to heal itself, to renew itself, to transform destruction into creation. Let that profound thought comfort you deeply. Whatever violence or chaos may exist in your own life, whatever struggles or turmoil you may face, it too will pass. It too will eventually fade into quietude. It too will become the raw material, the fertile ground, for something new and beautiful to emerge. The universe has been diligently performing this cycle of destruction and creation for nearly 14 billion years. It knows what it is doing with an ancient, unwavering certainty. And you are an integral part of that magnificent, eternal process, riding the endless, rhythmic wave of destruction and creation, chaos and peace, noise and silence. Right now, as you lie here drifting towards sleep, the universe is, in this very moment, creating new stars. Somewhere out there, in a distant, unseen corner of the cosmos, a vast cloud of gas and dust is slowly, inexorably collapsing under its own immense weight, growing hotter and denser at its core, patiently preparing to ignite in a burst of nuclear fire. A new sun is being born. And in a few billion years, that nascent sun will have its own retinue of planets. And those planets might, just might, harbor life. And that life, in its turn, might gaze up at the distant stars and wonder what else is out there, completing the eternal cycle of cosmic curiosity. The cycle continues. The dance goes on. And all of it, every single intricate movement, is meticulously wrapped in the protective, insulating embrace of emptiness, shielded by vast, insurmountable distances, granted the boundless time and tranquil space to unfold peacefully, without interruption. You are part of this grand, cosmic dance. You are one small, yet vital, movement in a cosmic ballet that has been playing for aeons and will continue for aeons more. And tonight, you are granted the precious gift of rest. You get to step out of the dance for a few blessed hours and allow your body to recover, to rejuvenate. You get to float in the profound darkness and feel the universe gently holding you safe and secure. Take that rest. You have earned it. The cosmos will still be here, patiently waiting when you wake up. Now, let me tell you about the intrepid pioneers who have, on our behalf, bravely explored the very edges of this profound emptiness. The remarkable spacecraft we have launched into the void, not only to meticulously observe what is out there, but also to carry a small, hopeful message from humanity to the distant stars. Voyager 1, a marvel of human engineering and ambition, is currently the farthest human-made object from Earth. It was launched in 1977, nearly 50 years ago, and it has been traveling outward relentlessly ever since. It gracefully passed Jupiter in 1979 and Saturn in 1980, sending back breathtaking photographs that fundamentally transformed our understanding of those colossal gas giants. But it did not stop there. It continued its relentless journey, moving farther and farther from the Sun, venturing into regions of space that no human technology had ever before visited. In 2012, Voyager 1 achieved a monumental milestone. It successfully crossed the heliopause, the boundary of our solar system, and officially entered interstellar space. It became the very first human-made object to ever leave the protective embrace of our solar system and venture into the true, boundless void between stars. Today, it is more than 15 billion miles from Earth, so incredibly far away that light itself, traveling at its incomprehensible speed, takes more than 22 hours to reach it. And what has Voyager 1 discovered out there, in the immense, silent interstellar medium? Mostly nothing. Just cold, empty space, punctuated by occasional, incredibly diffuse wisps of gas and the faint, ubiquitous glow of cosmic background radiation. The void, it turns out, is precisely what we expected it to be: quiet, empty, dark, and, in its profound stillness, strangely peaceful. Voyager 1 also carries a remarkable artifact, a golden record, a meticulously crafted disk containing sounds and images from Earth. It includes greetings in 55 different human languages, a diverse selection of music from cultures around the world, and a series of photographs depicting people, places, animals, and plants from our home planet. It is, in essence, a message in a bottle, flung with profound hope into the cosmic ocean, in the perhaps vanishingly small hope that someday, something, somewhere, might find it, might listen, might understand. The odds of Voyager 1 ever encountering another intelligent civilization are admittedly vanishingly small. The universe is simply too empty. The distances are too vast. The chances of a random, accidental encounter are too remote to be statistically significant. But that, in truth, is not really the point of the Golden Record or of the Voyager mission itself. The profound point is that we, as a species, tried. The point is that we cared enough, we possessed enough curiosity and hope to send a small, precious piece of ourselves into the boundless void. The point is that we looked up at all that immense, encompassing emptiness and perceived it not as an impenetrable barrier, but as an open, profound invitation. Voyager 1 is still out there, right now, as you lie here gently drifting towards sleep. It is still traveling outward, relentlessly, at an incredible speed of 38,000 miles per hour. Still carrying its golden record, its silent message. Still representing humanity's boundless curiosity and hope in the profound cosmic dark. It will never stop. It will never return. It will drift through the interstellar void for billions of years, long after our sun has exhausted its fuel and died, long after Earth has crumbled to dust. In a very profound way, Voyager 1 is tangible proof that the emptiness is not something to be feared. We sent a small, fragile piece of ourselves, a testament to our ingenuity, into the most profound void we could possibly reach, and it is, remarkably, doing just fine out there. The darkness did not swallow it. The silence did not destroy it. It is still whole, still functional, still diligently carrying its message of hope, peace, and boundless curiosity into the endless night. If Voyager 1, a small robot built by human hands, can survive and even thrive in the interstellar void, then surely you, with your intricate biology and resilient spirit, can handle one more night, one more challenge, one more gentle step along your own unique journey. The emptiness is not something to be feared. It is something to be explored. It is something to be embraced. And tonight, you can explore it in your own profound way. Not by building a spaceship and hurtling into space, but by simply closing your eyes and allowing your mind to drift, gently and freely, through the boundless cosmos. You can imagine yourself floating peacefully alongside Voyager 1, drifting through the interstellar medium, surrounded by perfect silence and perfect darkness. You can feel the profound peace of the void seeping into your very bones, into the deepest parts of your being. You can become, for a few precious hours, a tranquil traveler in the ultimate wilderness. That is, in a profound sense, what sleep truly is: a journey into darkness, a voyage through inner space, a chance to leave the waking world behind and drift through realms you cannot consciously access. Sleep is your own personal mission to the void. And like Voyager 1, you will return from it transformed, rested, renewed, ready for whatever adventures and challenges come next. So, begin your journey now. Close your eyes and feel yourself gently rising, lifting away from the familiar. Feel the concerns and anxieties of the day gracefully falling away beneath you. Like a familiar planet dwindling in your rearview mirror, becoming smaller and more distant. Feel the profound darkness gathering around you, enveloping you like a warm, protective blanket. Feel the encompassing silence filling your ears, not with pressure, but with a gentle, soothing presence. Like clear water filling a glass. You are drifting now, outward, upward, into the void, into the profound peace, into the generous emptiness that has been patiently waiting for you since before you were even born. Let me tell you about the subtle, gentle colors of space. Not the violent, explosive colors of a supernova or the angry, harsh glow of dangerous radiation, but the soft, gentle, almost imperceptible colors that quietly fill the cosmos when you look closely enough, when you truly allow yourself to perceive them. There is a phenomenon known as the diffused galactic light. It is the incredibly faint, pervasive glow that subtly suffuses our entire galaxy, created by billions of distant stars whose individual light is too faint to be seen distinctly with our current instruments. However, their combined, collective radiance creates a soft, almost ethereal illumination throughout the Milky Way. If you could somehow magically filter out the brilliant, individual stars and look only at this background glow, this pervasive, soft light, you would perceive the galaxy not as scattered points of intense light, but as a smooth, gentle, continuous radiance, a magnificent, cosmic nightlight. The diffused galactic light is indeed incredibly faint. You cannot perceive it with your naked eye, nor even with most conventional telescopes. But it is undeniably there. It quietly fills the darkness between stars with a soft, almost whispered illumination, a gentle breath of light. It serves as a profound reminder that even in the emptiest, most desolate reaches of our galaxy, we are never truly immersed in absolute, perfect darkness. Then there is the Gegenschein, a beautiful, faint patch of light that sometimes appears in the night sky directly opposite the sun's position. It is caused by sunlight gently reflecting off microscopic dust particles in the outer solar system, similar in origin to the zodiacal light, but even fainter, even more subtle. The Gegenschein is so delicate, so elusive, that most people go their entire lives without ever noticing it, without ever being aware of its presence. But for those who know precisely where to look, for those with the patience to seek it out, it is a truly beautiful reminder that the solar system is, in fact, filled with gentle, subtle light, softly scattered, quietly illuminating the profound darkness. And then there are the distant galaxies themselves. Each one, an island of billions of stars, contributing its own faint, collective glow to the cosmic background. The light from billions of galaxies, too incredibly far away to be seen individually, but collectively close enough to add a tiny, almost imperceptible bit of brightness to the void. This is known as the extragalactic background light. It represents the combined, total radiance of every single star that has ever shone in every single galaxy that has ever existed throughout cosmic history. It is the universe's total light output, meticulously spread evenly across the entire sky, impossibly faint, almost beyond detection, but mathematically certain, a constant, ancient glow. All these gentle, subtle lights, when combined, create a cosmos that is not, in its deepest reality, truly dark. Even in the deepest void, even in the vast, empty spaces between galaxy clusters where almost nothing tangible exists, there is still a faint, pervasive glow. The universe has been diligently shining for nearly 14 billion years. And some of that ancient light, some of that boundless radiance, eventually, inevitably, reaches everywhere. Perfect, absolute darkness, in this cosmic sense, does not truly exist. There are only different, subtle shades of gentle illumination, filtered and scattered, and spread so incredibly thin that it barely registers, but still undeniably present. The void, therefore, is like an immense, silent room, dimly lit only by the soft, distant starlight filtering in from a faraway window. Not bright enough to read by. Not bright enough to cast sharp shadows, but bright enough to subtly tell you that you are not utterly alone. Bright enough to gently guide your steps if you ever needed to move. Bright enough to forever remind you that light exists somewhere, everywhere. Always. You are lying in that soft, pervasive light right now. Not the harsh, artificial electric lights of your room, which you may have already thoughtfully dimmed or extinguished entirely, but the ancient, gentle light of the cosmos itself. the photons that have traveled for billions of years from distant galaxies, passing effortlessly through your roof and walls, as if they were not even there, bathing you in the oldest, most profound illumination in existence. You cannot perceive this light with your physical eyes, but it is there. It is always there. And in some deep, unspoken way, your body, your very being knows it. Let that profound knowledge comfort you. You are not lying in absolute darkness. You are lying in the combined, ancient light of every star that has ever shone, every galaxy that has ever existed, their radiance dimmed almost beyond perception, but still undeniably present. You are wrapped in photons that originated from the very edge of the observable universe. You are touched by light that left its source before Earth itself even existed. That is the kind of universe we inhabit. A universe where even the emptiness, the perceived void, is profoundly full of gentle light. A universe where even the deepest, most desolate void hums with the soft, ancient echo of primordial illumination. A universe that, despite its vastness and its capacity for darkness, fundamentally refuses to be completely dark, no matter how hard it seemingly tries. And if the universe itself cannot achieve perfect, absolute darkness, then neither, in a profound, metaphorical sense, can your life. No matter how dark things may sometimes seem, no matter how challenging the circumstances, there is always some faint, distant light, some glimmer of hope, some gentle glow that steadfastly refuses to go out. The cosmos is silently, eloquently telling you this truth every moment of every day, pouring its ancient, gentle light through the very roof over your head, reminding you, with unwavering certainty, that total, absolute darkness is a myth, an impossibility. Hold on to that comforting thought as you drift. Let it be your cosmic nightlight. Let it gently illuminate your dreams. Now I want to explore something that might initially seem a little strange, a little counterintuitive. The fundamental question of all, why the universe is empty at all. Why is there so much profound nothingness between things? Why are the stars not packed together tightly, forming a continuous, brilliant expanse? Why does the void, in its immense, pervasive form, truly exist? The answer lies in the very way the universe was born, and the way it has been continuously expanding ever since its initial genesis. Approximately 14 billion years ago, everything that currently exists, all the matter and energy that would eventually become every star, every galaxy, every planet, and every conscious person, was compressed into an impossibly small, incredibly dense point. All the potential of the cosmos was squeezed together in a state so dense, so extreme, that our normal, familiar laws of physics simply cannot adequately describe it. Then, a singular, momentous event occurred. The Big Bang, and at that instant, space itself began to expand. This was not merely objects flying apart through pre-existing space. Rather, it was space itself stretching, growing, expanding, carrying matter along with it. Imagine dots drawn on the surface of a deflated balloon. As you slowly inflate the balloon, the dots move apart from each other, not because they are sliding across the surface, but because the surface itself is getting bigger, stretching between them. That, in essence, is what happened to the universe. Space expanded, carrying matter with it, relentlessly spreading everything out, increasing the distances between all things, and space has been expanding ever since. For 14 billion years, the universe has been continuously getting larger. The distances between galaxies have been steadily growing. The void has been deepening. The emptiness has been expanding, becoming ever more profound. This, fundamentally, is why the universe is so incredibly empty. It started out impossibly dense, and it has been diligently spreading itself thinner and thinner, more and more diffuse ever since. If you were to wait long enough, if you could somehow observe the universe evolve over truly immense timescales, trillions and even quadrillions of years, you would witness the emptiness ultimately win, completely and utterly. The galaxies would drift so incredibly far apart from each other that eventually, each one would be alone in its own observable universe, unable to perceive any of the others, a solitary island of light in an infinite dark. The last stars would eventually burn out, their nuclear fires extinguished. The very protons, the fundamental building blocks of matter, would eventually decay into their constituent parts, a process known as proton decay, leaving behind nothing but radiation. And eventually, after an almost unimaginable span of time, there would be nothing left but cold, dark, empty space, stretching forever in every direction, an ultimate, pervasive void. This ultimate fate, sometimes referred to as the heat death of the universe, might sound profoundly depressing, a universe ending not with a bang, but with a slow, drawn-out whimper. The idea of the slow, inevitable fading of all things can indeed evoke a sense of melancholy. But remember, we are nowhere near that distant point. We are, in the grand narrative of cosmic history, near the very beginning of the story, not the melancholic end. The stars are still burning with abundant energy. The galaxies are still brilliantly visible, vast cities of light. Life, in its boundless forms, is still possible, and it will remain possible for trillions of years to come. The current emptiness of space is, therefore, a profound gift. It is precisely what makes life, as we know it, possible. If the universe were too dense, everything would be a chaotic, turbulent maelstrom, constantly colliding. If it were too sparse, there would not be enough matter to form stars and planets, nothing to work with. The universe has, in its profound, elegant design, found the perfect, exquisite balance. Enough matter to form stars and planets and people, and enough emptiness to grant those precious things the vast, undisturbed room they need to exist, to evolve, and to flourish. You are living in the sweet spot, the Goldilocks era of cosmic history. A time when the universe is empty enough to be profoundly peaceful, yet full enough to be endlessly interesting, endlessly inspiring. A time when the distances between stars are vast enough to meticulously protect us, yet small enough to allow us to dream of visiting them someday, to imagine distant worlds. A time when the void surrounds us like a comforting blanket, but the gentle light of other suns reminds us, with subtle grace, that we are not utterly alone. Appreciate this extraordinary moment, this unique era, this particular, exquisite arrangement of emptiness and fullness that makes your very existence possible. It will not, of course, last forever. Nothing, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, does. But it has lasted long enough for you to be here, in this moment, listening to these words, contemplating the profound mystery of existence itself. And that, in itself, is something truly worth celebrating. Now, let me take you on a journey to some specific places within our own galaxy. Quiet, unassuming corners where profound peace reigns supreme, and the occasional, localized violence of the cosmos seems very, very far away, almost an abstract concept. There is a star known as Barnard's Star, located approximately 6 light-years from Earth, a relatively close neighbor. It is a small, unassuming red dwarf, barely a tenth of the mass of our Sun, glowing with a dim, reddish light that would scarcely warm a planet even at close range. Barnard's Star is one of the oldest stars in our immediate stellar neighborhood, estimated to be around 10 billion years old. It has been burning quietly, steadily, for twice as long as our Sun has even existed. What, you might wonder, has Barnard's Star been doing all that immense time? Mostly nothing dramatic. Just sitting there, patiently, in the profound dark, meticulously converting hydrogen into helium at an incredibly leisurely pace, emitting its dim, red light without making any fuss, without any grand theatrics. No supernovae, no violent flares, no cosmic drama, just 10 billion years of patient, steady burning, a testament to cosmic endurance. Barnard's Star might even host a planet. Scientists have found intriguing evidence of a possible super-Earth orbiting it, at a distance that would make it extremely cold, likely a world perpetually covered in ice. We do not yet know much about this possible world, but we do know that it has had 10 billion years to exist in profound peace. 10 billion years orbiting a quiet, unassuming star in a tranquil corner of the galaxy. Whatever, if anything, exists there has had more time to evolve, to unfold, than anything on Earth.